The Better on Draft podcast is part of the PodcastDetroit.com network and is recorded live in the Detroit Sound Studios above Activate Gaming in Ferndale, Michigan.
Now, pop that 40 and kick back. Here is Dan, Nick, Ken, and Rob.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 15 of or 25.
15? What the hell?
Wait,
Hey,
I'm not
it's
even
December.
Here yet.
Welcome to
How much have you been drinking?
welcome to Christmas. I know. I've been messed up all day. Episode 25 of the Better on Draft.
All grown up,
podcast.
able to rent a car.
Able to rent a car without expensive ass.
Yeah, without the
insurance.
$100 a day extra.
Yeah,
fee
the premium or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Ken. I'm one of the
Hey,
hosts.
Ken, how are you?
As always, with me we've got Rob.
Oh, he's avoiding
I'm saving you for
No,
last.
that's
Sitting there
good,
trying to
that's
figure. I
good.
was like, who do I start with first?
me. Rob's every week now. Rob's the number 2 guy.
That's all right.
For
It makes
the
me feel-
introductions.
I'm trying to make him feel better for not having him in the intro right away.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
We just wanted to make sure you stayed longer than 2 weeks, like some people.
Well, hey, I've held on and stayed true, and hey, I'm holding on to the commitment. So just chilling out.
What are you drinking?
Oh well, obviously in honor of the passing of Five Dog, a man from a Tribe Called Quest, I decided to go to Batch Brewing and pick up some Low End Theory.
All right. How is it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah,
This
what
is
Good question.
it is a black IPA. Sits at about 7.9%.
Nice.
Well, that's not too bad. in
Not
regards to-
quite the 10% for the show.
Not quite the 10%
yeah,
for the
coming in
show.
It's a good gateway beer.
Right.
Going
But
into what we're gonna get into.
It's a
later.
session IPA.
it's a
for
session.
sure.
It's a session
Session
IPA.
everything.
It's a session
But had
here,
some
though.
honoring to do. So yeah, I had this. This was for 5, so I had to get the Low End Theory.
Nick, what's going on?
How's it going?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Well, besides the bag of stuff behind me,
Bag of stuff.
I brought some stuff over. It was clean the fridge out day, so I got a jaw jacker from Arcadia.
Oh, you're definitely cleaning out the fridge. That
Yeah.
must have been in the bag.
Yeah, well, actually, it kind of
Pumpkin
was.
aged.
Did you forget about it?
Yeah, kind of. Not that bad though.
Were you aging it, hoping to really
some
get
aged-
those?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
boy.
some aged
Want that pumpkin to fall
cinnamon,
off?
allspice, and nutmeg.
We're in April. Happy Easter.
Yeah, I know.
Here's your
Happy
pumpkin
Easter.
beer.
Hey, what? Ken got all that pumpkin beer for $10. What? A couple weeks ago.
Well, I got like an entire case of beer for
Did you have to
$10.
like
that
get
was like
the
all.
dust
That was like
off
all
and-
like pumpkin beer.
Yeah, it was like 2 pumpkins, 2 Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's like October.
Pumpkin is
all
not
over it.
just Halloween.
nothing screams Easter like a good Oktoberfest beer.
I'm right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like Oktoberfest in like the
halfway there.
southern hemisphere or something, isn't it?
Well, no, we're like halfway to Halloween. We might as well start cracking those open.
Why not?
Right.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, you're scared now. You are
So
scared.
I'm Ken. I am drinking, by the looks of it, from Maui Brewing Company, the Doppelshot Doppelbock, which is actually, this is really good. If you guys want to take a swig of it right now, I got my other beer over
I
here.
want to try that other one when you crack it open.
The Cigar City?
Yeah, that one actually looks
Yeah,
really good.
it is, and I've got another 6-pack coming, and I can't wait for it. So we'll try not to crack it too loud over the microphone.
Oh, you'll be
Bullshit,
cracking
you
something
better
else in
crack
a little bit. Yeah.
So Dan,
So, hey,
hi.
what's going on? How are you?
Hi.
What's up?
Oh, a little tired. I went and saw Batman versus Superman last night.
Oh yeah,
Good
who
movie.
won?
It's a good movie. I'm not going to we don't do that around
Good
here.
idea.
Did the consumers win? That's the
I
question.
think so.
Okay.
It's better than the reviews said. If you read any of those pre-screening reviews, it's much better. But what the thing you're avoiding now, episode
Yeah,
25. This technically
25.
would have been last week because we skipped Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Why are we here? So I brought us a little treat.
You
something.
brought us a treat.
Uh-oh.
I know
Take it back.
it's
Keep
in
talking after-
it's like a black bag, so we purposely
So we're gonna
made
crack
sure.
these
oh
open
my
here,
God.
right here.
How many did you bring?
Enough for I brought 4. I didn't think to stop. And
Oh my god.
The Natty Daddies.
you guys are like, "What's a natty daddy?" It's time.
It's time as he's
It's
opening
episode
them.
25.
In the
Oh
hell.
Jesus.
So
These guys
we
are so happy I didn't bring them one.
You know what's so
Pass
funny?
this around to Nick, please.
You know what's so funny is that I'm making fun of you in regards to this. Yet I'm the one that purchased 50 and 60-year-old bottles of
That's
Stroh's
true.
and E&B to drink on the show one
That's true.
day.
And you're like telling me not to drink it, and I see it, I'm like, I'm not drinking that, but I'll gladly drink this.
So we got some Natty Daddies after I think I might need to take away that Cigar City I just poured you.
You know, this isn't bad. Why don't you try?
Hold on.
I was sitting here trying to prepare for episode 40 and just get myself.
You're gonna have a good
psyched
time.
Now we're
up.
taking ourselves a step back a little
Now
bit.
I came in here completely unprepared to go at a Natty Daddy 25.
Some natty daddy right here for all the guys on Twitch right here.
So oddly enough, we actually have two guests in the studio tonight.
They're probably very glad.
Are like, I thought this was a craft beer show. Apparently, Natty Daddies might be the newest craft beer that we've ever tried. But why don't you guys introduce yourselves over there? Who you are, where you're from?
Yeah, I'm Aaron.
He's speechless.
Little surprised right now. No, Aaron from Drafting Table Brewing Company. Getting ready to open here in a day.
In a day.
Hey, all right.
About 15 hours or so.
Yeah, getting close.
And next to you?
And then I am Kristen Resnick, and I am Aaron's wife, and also co-owner of Drafting Table Brewing Company.
All right.
All right.
So Drafting Table, where is that from? Where are you guys located?
We are in Wixom, Michigan.
Wixom. And for those of you who do not know Michigan geography, it is...
It's near Novi.
Near Novi. There we go. Simple and easy enough. So how did you guys come up with Drafting Table?
Well, she studied interior design in college. I studied landscape architecture, and that's kind of the.
I had to guess it had to be something vocational because
Yep.
I took vocational drafting for 4 years in high school, so I saw the compass.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, that's like sweet music to my ears.
Yep.
You know?
Totally.
So do you guys live out that way out in the Wixom area?
Yes, we do.
Oh, so
yes,
even better.
We're local.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Even
our
better.
hometown.
We're there all the time, so we have to live close.
That's fair.
Where about in Wixom?
Right on Pontiac Trail and Old Wixom Road, so which is
Now,
a few hundred feet from Wixom Road.
Okay.
All right. Now, I'm gonna, if I could take a moment
go
here,
for it.
because to my understanding, the city of Wixom is booming all across the board, residential, industrial, commercial. One of the first questions that we usually ask any kind of like big new brewery is, how was it trying to get a brewery in Wixom? Was it difficult? Was it hard, easy? How did it all go?
Sure, the city was the easiest part, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they realized the advantage of having a brewery in downtown, attracting people, and
Right.
it's they made it simple.
They got a lot of big new corporations,
Yes.
new factories, industries moving into the city. I know this because of the company I work for,
Oh, very
and
nice.
a lot of our business is actually in Wixom right now.
Okay.
So the city was the easiest part. So let me guess, like the liquor license, the beer license, that was probably the hard part.
I'd say the health department.
Health department.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Normally, usually the cities generally we've had one brewery that's actually had trouble with the city,
Well, North Center had trouble with the city.
because they didn't know what the idea was basically.
Yeah,
You don't know what a brewery is?
No, not
I-
necessarily the brewery, but the biggest issue was the placement of the brewery and then the parking lot that they were planning on using. And that was the biggest thing that Bob and the gang actually ran into. But when somebody like Granite City came and they're like, oh, hey, Granite City, why don't you come on down? Big time brewer, everybody knows who you are. You're a corporate backed brewer, so, just come on down, do whatever you want, do whatever you need. So, I think they feel like they paved the way for them, but yeah, definitely always a hard thing. Obviously, working in the restaurant industry myself, I understand the health inspections is always a pain. It's always the most stressful thing, as well as they do drag their ass. So trying to get them in, trying to get them motivated to come in to give you that A-OK, because you're pretty much probably ready to go, and you're just waiting on them to give you the okay. So, go on.
Part of the frustration was because we don't have a kitchen, we don't have food. We had tried going through the Department of Agriculture, but
really?
somehow there's a disconnect, and the Department of Ag claimed that because the majority of our sales the first year are projected to be in-house, we had to go through the health department.
Oh,
I don't know why, what their basis is on that, but oh well, we got bumped to the health department kind of midway through the project, and
so it probably even extended the time trying to get the health department because you didn't even start with them.
exactly.
So what are you guys brewing not right now? What's the starting lineup?
Yes, so I brought two of them with me.
Hey.
We brought the Road to Charm Saison, nice dry, spicy estery Saison, 6.4%.
Nice.
And then our Only Fools Russian Imperial Stout.
Here we go. I got it. That's a joke that I would make.
Yeah, it would be. That's the sad part. Ken.
So it's a Russian Imperial is what
Yes,
you were saying.
yes.
What was the ABV
10%
on that?
ABV.
Hey, meets the requirements for the show. All right.
Yeah, we're going low. We're doing like
made it.
Yeah, I know. You're the guys with
very
Natty
low
Daddy
here.
over here.
Right.
Hey, have you tried it yet? It's actually
No, I
pretty
haven't.
good. Don't shake your head at this. This is not a
I'm
bad.
not
All right,
shaking
fine.
my
Here. Twitch. Here you go.
Yeah,
Cheers.
cheers.
Right back at you.
Once again.
I was going to say, you got 4 cans of that for cheaper than a bottle of beer I bought you today.
That is true. I saw the sticker on there. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a headache
It's
later.
Oh yeah. I
So what
guarantee
made you guys want to start a brewery?
It's since college. I started home brewing in college. It
Where'd you
always
go to
had been
college?
Michigan State.
Michigan
Yep,
State.
Go
Go
green.
Green. Go white.
There we go.
Got me.
They were
You
waiting-
said the
I
green
think
before I
Ken
said
was
white,
waiting for
so-
me to say something, but
Oh, no, I was going to say go home, but they did the Middle Tennessee State.
Say we probably just lost all the Michigan fans on the
Well, I lost the
podcast.
state fans. I gained the Michigan fans. But they're fair weather fans anyway, so they'll leave sooner or later.
Yeah.
Actually,
how's Miami doing?
Yeah, my team got whipped last
Yeah,
night.
they did.
Yeah, that was probably the most disgusting game. You know what that was? That was the Red Wings defense, like with the turnovers in their own zone.
what about last night? After
Last
scoring
night?
4 goals.
Oh, geez, yeah,
you
that
score
too.
4 and you give up 3 back to back to back. Yeah,
But hey, it's Mrazek. He's great.
Yeah.
they won. That's all that matters.
That is.
Still out of the playoffs.
Who we done?
No, they're in right now.
No, they're not. They're actually losing to Philly. Right? If it ended right now, they're out of the
No,
playoffs.
They're losing to Philly right now, but they're actually a game behind Boston and 2 points behind Boston. So technically, if they won their next game, they would move up to 3rd place in the division.
Yeah, well, I'm saying if it ended right now, it was they're
Well,
actually
yeah, but
out of the
you
playoffs.
can't end a season without all the teams playing
That's
all the
true.
games. Come on now.
Although everyone's just so desperate to get them, they're going to make it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so you homebrewed. We'll talk about wings in a bit. I know.
We reserved that for segment 3.
Yeah, segment
Right.
3 when we're drunk. So what did you brew when you were in college? Like, what was your
boy.
style? Everything.
Well,
Shitty
you know,
beer.
Bush.
Shit beer.
tried the natty. No,
The Natty Daddy.
might as well be. The first batch,
Good.
stereotypical Mr. Beer kit. Gave that kit away after the first batch. It was piss water. Sucked.
Well, Mr. Beer, isn't that you just like pour all the ingredients in? It's like nothing involved with it.
Follow
Like a
the
big plastic
instructions.
Yeah.
barrel looking thing. Yeah, you screw the cap
I had
on.
one too. I had one of those
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yep.
It's no longer in the house either.
Well, quickly got rid of that. Got a real kit. Started doing some extract brewing in our closet, in our apartment.
Yeah.
Definitely got some hops all over the inside of the closet at a couple different times. Playing video games on the couch. Your big boom. Your last shut off. Hops everywhere. Yep.
That's
So,
awesome.
Fun to clean up.
So you mentioned you had your Fools Russian as
Yes.
well as your size, and what else do you have going for the opening? Because obviously you're going to have a little bit more than just
I thought we'd be good with it.
Yeah, we're fine.
To be honest, I would be fine with that because that means there's no barrel aged or IPAs, so I can drink everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to have your IPAs. So yeah, we have a West Coast style IPA, 7.7%, Resolute IPA. We have a double IPA, 9.5%. Let's see what else. A English style brown ale.
Uh-oh.
Ken, it's tasting nice. I should have
lit
brought
up.
that.
That's the one.
Yep, that's pretty tasty. 5.8%. An ESB 5.6.
We have a
What am I
Kolsch,
missing?
common
Kolsch?
Kolsch.
Yeah, it's more of a hybrid California Common Kolsch. I'm missing a few.
Putting you on the spot.
I know.
That's not good if you're the owner and somebody asks you what do you got to drink.
We've gotten
Irish
3 hours
stout.
of sleep each night this week, so please no judging.
Irish stout. We thought we'd be open by St. Patty's Day, but no. So we have an Irish stout, and then I think I'm missing one. Oh, a wit beer.
All right.
Yep. And we're instead of a ribbon cutting, we're actually tapping a firkin. The Fool's Rush in with vanilla bean.
Oh, nice.
That sounds really good. Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Yep. I'm pumped for that. As long as I don't screw up the tapping.
Well, there's always that. No explosions.
Yep.
Hopefully. So you guys are opening tomorrow from 12 to 12.
Yes.
As I saw on your guys' website. What are you guys' normal? Are you going to be open 7 days or?
We're going to be open 6 days, so closed on Monday. I feel like that's pretty typical. We're going to see how it goes, though, with that. Then on Tuesday, we'll be open at 3. Hit that crowd that leaves the industrial park 3 o'clock, then closing at 10. Then Wednesday, 3 to 10. Thursday, 3 to 11. Friday, Saturday, noon to midnight. And then Sunday, noon to about 8.
So you guys aren't doing food there. Are you guys doing like, finger food, snacks, BYO food?
And
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yes.
part of the reason we picked the location that we have, we actually have 5 restaurants right next door.
Oh, there you go.
Like having 5 kitchens without having to cook.
Do they deliver?
Yes.
Yes, some of
even
them,
better.
I should say. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sure they can, if they really wanted to, they can give takeout and just bring it on over, and then they got a
Right.
beer waiting for them when they come over. So, it'll work.
Well, I know what I'm trying to think of the name of the restaurant that's over in Hazel Park that's really, really good that just opened up and that they do food for Cellarmans.
Oh, cool.
And I can't
I
think
don't
of the
think
name
of
of it.
restaurants in Hazel Park and Goodall in the same.
No, it's what do you call it? There's a waiting list for the restaurant because it's a he doesn't have a Michelin star, but he's got that other sort of like giant
Dana would
notification.
know.
Yeah, my wife would know.
Yeah, Dana would know.
Your sister had to make that mention.
Yeah,
I
no.
guess.
Oh, here we go.
Normally, I'm the one that makes that
Now it's
mention.
still
But,
like, I don't know what you guys
normally, now it's the husband that's making the
25 episodes in, same joke still.
same joke.
25.
Drink your natty dad.
Shut up.
What are you guys' favorite styles of beer? What do you like to drink normally?
IPAs. Definitely.
IPAs.
For me, yeah, I know. I'm a
Do
hothead.
you the hoppier the better? Like
Yeah,
triple
like
IPA, double dancer.
Puma, yeah,
Oh, I wish he was
love
here
it
for
all.
Heady Topper now.
Oh, God.
That's disappointment.
The 650 IBU from Dogfish Head that they claim
That's
to
going to be
make.
coming out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we didn't
1,000
like
IBU from
Heady
McKellar.
Topper.
Wait, hold on. 1,000 IBU?
1,000 IBU from McKellar, you're chewing on the beer. Yeah,
No, that's news to us. Wow, how come we didn't
That's
hear about that?
nasty.
You might as well just take the hop and chew.
Yeah, it's
eat
like
it.
hops soaking
Have you ever
in
done
beer.
that?
What?
it hurts.
Chewing
You
on a
actually chew
hop?
the
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, I think I'll pass now.
There was I had the opportunity because there was a hops plant behind the fraternity house that was growing, and they
You didn't just go chew on it?
no.
It seems like something would have
I didn't even
happened
know
there.
it was a hops plant until one of the alumni says, like, yeah, I need those hops off the vine. I'm like, what hops are you talking about? He shows
Well,
me
he
in the
needs
back.
to make a salad.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. And then he takes me out there, and it's like, oh, wow, there's hops here. That's crazy.
I love how you lived in the house and you didn't know there was a giant hops
I
plant.
lived there
right
for over
behind you.
3 years, and I did not know.
It's funny.
Yeah. It's just sitting there on like a barbed wire, like, string.
Barbed wire.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, the supermarket. It's not a supermarket anymore. The supermarket that was there at the time, they had barbed wire on the top of their building.
Right.
You mean the parking lot for your fraternity party?
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Yeah,
The parking lot for my
AKA.
fraternity parties. It was like growing on that barbed wire, and I never even noticed it was there.
So, what about you? What's your favorite styles that you would a hop head to? Where
Depends on the weather, depends on my mood. Anything from a good Czech Pils. Yeah, IPA, yeah. It's kind of my standard, but I go all over the place with styles.
what about a nice lager?
Oh, I love a good... I wouldn't call that a nice lager.
It's not as he's referring to the Natty Daddy.
I don't know. I'd
want, I
be
can
curious
pour
to-
you a glass.
I would actually be curious to
Yeah,
try
here,
it.
let's grab a
You guys
glass.
would be shocked. You're expecting something bad. It's actually pretty smooth.
I feel like I should have taken a Lactaid before I had one of these. I mean, it's like carbonated Kool-Aid where somebody didn't put enough sugar in it.
No, maybe I'm just used to the bad beer. Maybe that's all my.
I love the
hangover
face that he gave too.
That's wonderful. Yep.
I feel like I need to take
Brings
a
me
taste.
right back
Oh,
to
yeah,
college.
now she wants to.
I'm interested.
This brings me back to my King Cobra 40 days.
It's not,
I think
it's not
good.
as bad as like the Beast or anything like that, where the description that I always have that it tastes like beer pong. Whereas this
It tastes like
doesn't-
beer
It
pong.
tastes like beer pong. You're
This
talking about
reminds me.
Yeah.
ping
yeah,
pong
how-
ball, like warm water.
This reminds me of Edward 40 Hands.
Oh, I love that game. Go play that. We should do that live one day in here. Have an Edward 40 hands.
Well, it can't be me. I gotta man the boards. I vote Nick. I don't think he could finish one though.
Oh my goodness.
Oh come on.
We do actually have a lager in the works.
Okay.
The 500th year anniversary of the Reinheitsgebot, the German beer purity law, is April 23rd. So we're releasing a Munich Dunkel that day. Yeah, should be pretty exciting.
All right. It's one of those things. I try anything and everything that's not a chili beer. So that's like the only beer I can't do. I actually had a buddy of mine who gave me a chili beer and didn't tell me it was a chili beer.
Oh,
And he overreacted severely.
Oh, fuck you. I don't do spice, therefore anything spicy is bad. Like that's as simple as that. So you guys brought some beers. You brought
Yes.
the let's do the saison first if you don't mind.
That sounds like a good one to start with.
So did it have a name or was it just the saison?
It's called Road to Charms.
Road to
It's
Charms.
a little bit whimsical.
Why is that?
Well,
Teach us the whim.
I feel like just the mysteriousness of the road.
And the
I
style.
don't know. I don't know. Like I thought it was
Mixed
a cool name.
feelings.
Honestly, I thought it was a cool name. It
That's
sounds
fine.
whimsical. So, honestly, saisons are one of my favorite. For our wedding, he brewed an amazing saison. So, yeah, a
He
little
just
bit
did that to save money.
It was actually more expensive.
Well, I'm sure the style of beer too. Yeah, a little bit
It
more
was a
expensive.
strawberry saison.
That's full.
So.
Oh boy.
Well, I think isn't that what Lips of Faith is from
I think it's a sour
Rochester
series,
Mills? Is it a
yeah.
sour series?
I think so.
I can't remember. I just remember it being strawberry. Or no, it's cherry.
Cherry. Yeah,
Cherry,
you're right.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we've had that actually.
Yeah, I did not like Lips of Faith. I had it at the Zoo Brew one year, and it was just not a fan at all.
I say I had it at Embrew. And it
You might have
I was
had
like,
it at
this is
Embrew.
really good,
This
actually.
is nice. I like it. Very smooth.
Thank you.
Does it pair well with a nice lager?
Yeah, does it mix well with the Natty Daddy? Should we start making like hybrids? Start mixing?
What were you
Called the white
drinking
and
last
blonde, you know,
week?
you mix the two.
You were drinking a mixture of 2 IPAs last week that you actually enjoyed.
Oh goodness!
get
What
one.
was it? It was
We might have to bring up the old list from last week.
Might have to pull up the Twitch video and
The Twitch video, yeah.
Playback. You need to rinse the replay.
It was the whole point of
Well,
basically
it was
putting
the
together.
it was
'cause
the
we're gonna
Raja
dump it.
and the Jai Alai, wasn't it?
It was
Sounds
definitely the
about
Raja
accurate.
You mean
because
the highlight?
Or no, the Mosaic. The
it
Ryan
was the
guys.
it was,
that
that's
was a
right.
good
It was the
one.
Mosaic. The Mosaic is good on
Yeah,
its own.
because you had the Jai Alai.
yeah.
and I did not like
Highlight.
highlight.
Whatever.
Go to Florida a couple
Sounds
times.
better.
Hawaii.
I seriously am probably the only person in this world where somebody went to Cigar City and I asked for the Maduro brown ale as opposed to Jai Alai. Assholes.
Don't hate.
But yeah, I had the Rheingeist Mosaic, which is a really good pale ale, and I really just did not enjoy because my friend just kept really pushing the Avery's Raja, their double IPA, and I just really was not getting into it. So yeah, it was like that point we were just getting ready to dump the stuff, and then we put both of them together. And I said, "Well, should I dump this or should I? You know what the hell with it? It's beer. I'm just going to drink it." And damn, it was good. It's like it didn't make
Well, it was
any
probably a
sense.
little warmed up too, which is definitely an interesting taste for an IPA as well. When you're drinking it a little more,
Yeah.
like you would drink a stout or a barrel age or a porter or something like that.
Yeah, I was surprised. So yeah, definitely next time I might actually be going down to Ohio next week. So if I do get a chance to go down there, I might try and get some more Rheingeist, if not Mosaic, because it's on the bottle. It says it's a limited. So if not that, I might get some more Truth or one of their other IPAs that they have.
I'll see what I find tomorrow when I go down to Toledo. So
Okay.
I'll
you're going
shoot
to
you a
Toledo?
ring. Yeah, I'm going to Toledo tomorrow. So obviously the very simple craft beer question in the world: what's your craft beer of choice? Your go-to, always in the fridge, always have to have.
I wish we
Beer.
could have it in our fridge.
All the time.
Founders Red's Rye.
Red's
Hands
Rye.
down.
Okay,
Love it.
World
choice.
class.
that's both of you.
Yeah.
It broke my heart when they stopped bottling it. Yeah.
Do they brew it at all and keep
yeah.
it in? So they keep it in house in regards to.
You can find it on draft year round too.
Oh, can you? They just don't bottle
Is
it
it
anymore.
better on draft though?
It is probably better on draft, but you should ask the people who enjoy it. That's
Of course,
for sure.
of course.
Most definitely.
So what I believe if Nick the brewer were here, would that be the one that if it were the last one in the fridge and somebody took it in a party, would that be the one you would punch somebody in the face with?
Oh,
No, I forgot about that question.
Oh, I'm sure there'd be more since they don't bottle it anymore.
Oh, Nick
right.
Brewer.
Nick the brewer, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
Love that guy.
If they were to stop bottling that beer that is in your fridge that you would punch someone, and that was the last one, and you can't find it anymore, damn.
Yeah, we went around the table with that one. That was a good conversation.
For the record,
So-
I still have Saturn.
You
I still have Bell Saturn.
I dropped my Saturn off to somebody else to get a Bell's 9000. So
Ooh, that's a good trade. That's a good
well, it
trade.
cost me a little more than just the Saturn. It cost me a little more than the Saturn, but nonetheless, I'm still I'm attempting to see how far I can trade up in regards to. So I had a 6-pack of Hop Slam, and I got 3 bottles of Fourth Dementia for it. Then from those 3 bottles of Fourth Dementia, I got a bomber of Sucra, I believe is SUCRE from the brewery, which is their one of their yearly anniversary releases. So I'm trying to see how high I can get, like $2 or $3 up a little bit more every single time. So whenever somebody wants that Sucra, and I'm the only one that has it nearby.
Should throw in the Natty Light and our Natty.
The Natty Daddy.
Oh, these aren't Natty Lights. Yeah.
These are Natty Daddies.
Start trading these. Hey.
These are Natty Heavies, that's for sure.
Not Natty Ice.
No.
I did bring Ice House onto the show one time.
Oh god, yeah, he was like punishing himself. I don't know what was going
Had a
on.
bad day.
He had a bad day,
So I'm gonna
he
drink
drank
bad
bad
beer.
beer.
punishing himself now. This is
My beer reflects my mood.
Rob's like,
right now. Your mood is drinking 25 ounces of America.
Well, if this is what America feels like or tastes like, then
So is there
don't
like a
know.
bottled on date that we can look at? Because I think it's a little bit fresher than the other beer that you have.
the Jaw Jacker.
That Jaw Jacker, yeah.
probably
The
is.
Jaw Jacker tastes a lot better than Natty Daddy.
I don't know about that.
I'd be
Jaw
willing to
Jacker
think-
wasn't a really good pumpkin
This is
ale in
the
my
big
opinion.
one.
I actually like it. It's really good.
Do you?
Yeah, it's legit.
I'm thinking
There-
the E&B might be fresher than this.
The E&B where I had to look it up to see what it was and realize that it's now a loft in Detroit. Like, oh,
what's this
you
beer?
can go to the E&B brewery and actually live there because it's just a bunch of lofts now.
Right.
So we do appreciate you guys coming. What type of events do you guys plan on having there? Are you guys gonna have live music, entertainment,
Yes, we
pub
plan-
trivia?
We plan on having.
Wait a minute.
I'm not. Well, we're not opposed to it. Let's just say that.
Okay.
No. Live music for sure. In the fall, what?
Yeah, we
I'll do
really
it.
want to push an Oktoberfest.
Nice.
I've spent plenty of time in Germany. Kind of grew up there as a kid and went back a couple times since then. So I definitely fond for anything German. So we hope to push that event. And the Wixom area or that general part of Oakland County doesn't really have anything like that. So
Any plans to not produce outside, but sell beer outside of your brewery itself, like kegs as
Yes.
well as cans and bottles?
cans and bottles are a little
Down the line.
a little ways in the future. But no, we definitely plan. Hopefully sooner than later. If we can keep up with inventory in house, can start kicking out beer to other places.
What about Brewers Guild festivals? You guys plan on trying to attend as a brewer this year?
Yeah, if we can.
Certainly, yeah. I know there's a wait period now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what we heard.
That's what we've heard.
I was gonna say we're not gonna have Eric back on until
I was gonna say I should probably talk to Eric. Get the,
We've had Eric on a few times actually.
yeah, good guy. Yep.
Yeah, we had him on our very first episode.
Oh, no kidding.
Came in, and then the next episode he came in, we had a mini keg of Hop Slam.
Yeah,
And
that we killed.
Yeah, we destroyed that mini keg, and then he was just like, "Oh yeah, I brought some beer," and we walk out, and there's a
2
bunch
cases
of
of
beer.
beer.
And he brought us blueberry pancake before they started canning it for public, and I'm like, oh,
The snow days, which didn't even have anything on it either.
yeah, it
The
was
no label beer.
the no
yeah.
label beers.
Yep.
Then somebody took the blueberry pancakes, Dan.
Oh, because you didn't take it too.
Well, I saved one for one of our sponsors, and then they started mass producing it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, nothing really I can give you that it's
Which
special.
sponsor
anymore.
was this, by the way?
That was Three Nick Scoreboard.
Three Nick Scoreboard. Oh, you see what I did that with that one?
I did.
Yeah.
You know, you guys can take the roles of, doing some segues.
But
into
you're
the sponsor.
you're so good at it.
No, I'm not. I am the most dad jokey of segues ever.
Dad jokey.
Yeah, this is like setting up dad jokes.
Oh,
You know what a dad joke is, Dan? You're a dad.
If you're ever,
I am a dad.
if you're ever in Allen Park,
Do one of your kids come up and say, "I'm hungry," and you say, "Hi, hungry. I'm dad."
Is that a dad joke?
That's a dad
That's
joke.
a dad joke.
I don't even. Wow.
well, if
I'm
you
gonna
want
have to show you some dad
well,
jokes.
Ken, if you want me to take a crack at it, I
terrible.
will.
No, that's all
I'm a
right. So
terrible
Three
parent.
Nick Scoreboard over in Allen Park. Definitely a great wait staff down there. 28 taps, always the latest and the greatest in regards to beers. And then every Friday they randle some beers to get different flavors from the beers. Obviously, our favorite, at least my favorite, was the 312 with the chocolate and the coffee.
That was good. That you could taste the coffee in that one. I do remember that.
It was probably one of my favorite beers that they ever randled, and I'm glad we got it on draft, obviously.
Yeah.
But we got it in a howler to bring it up here. I think the camera's not doing so hot up there.
Nick
but
keeps screwing around. I don't know. What
oh
we're
well,
up to.
that's what he's there for. To screw
We need
around
another
with it.
laptop for that.
For you to screw around.
Yeah, just screw around with it. Yeah. No, because I keep on hitting the cord because it's hooked up.
Maybe we need to bring like a TV dinner tray to put like right under.
Might not be a bad idea.
I have a couple at home. You could probably do.
Leave one here, and then it'll get stolen or
Oh, I'm
broken.
sure.
No comment.
So, what about breweries? Where do you guys like to go? I mean, you were talking about what was it, Big Rock?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Before
Back in the day,
back
yes.
in the days.
Back in the good days, yes. For
Good
the
old
happy
days.
hour.
So what
Not
about
that
the
long ago.
current days? The current days. I mean, you're in Novi, so you have a decent amount of new breweries up there.
My parents actually have a cabin up in Bel Air, Michigan, so I've always been always been fond
It's
of
obvious he wants to go to Tequanamon Falls.
Quite a ways from there. It's quite a way.
Oh, is it?
Still.
Is it still?
No, we're talking shorts here. Lower Peninsula. Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually having shorts on in June, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was early June.
Yeah, the guy that was supposed to come on from shorts like 2 or 3 weeks from now, he got transferred to Connecticut to promote shorts in Connecticut because obviously they started selling outside. What do you guys feel about that? I mean, you guys.
I don't know.
I think it's a great business move. Yeah, for sure. Unfortunate about the packaging, you know.
Oh yeah,
It's actually what I was looking for to see
Yeah.
if that.
it's probably on the 6-pack
And-
carrier
Yeah.
case behind in the back.
But great call, I think. It's you
have
gotta
to.
grow. If you want
Right.
to grow, you got to go out of state.
What's that famous Tommy Boy quote? If you're not growing, you're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
if you're not growing, you're dying. So, yeah, for us, I mean, one of the big things in regards to our show is that we take beer as business. Beer is business. As much as you love it, as much as it's a hobby for a lot of people, it's still a business. You still have to make money, whether you're on the distribution level, whether you're on the brewing level, whether you're on the selling level. You still have to make the money.
Yes.
You can't. This isn't charity here.
Yes, we feel that right now.
Well, I'm sure. Hopefully, with the way that a lot of breweries have been opening lately, how Ascension opened, Cellarman's, Lansing Brewing Company, all these other breweries, they knocked it out of the park, and it wasn't because of great beers that they had or a former brewer that they had. They had it because the community is there to support.
Yes.
And I think you guys are going to feel that tomorrow and Sunday. Or I don't know. You probably won't be open Sunday.
No, not
'cause of
Sunday. No.
because of the holiday. So tomorrow,
Make sure you get a 2-day break.
2 days. Sleep
After
in.
Yep.
Well, any
That's the
kids?
plan.
Do you have to set up the Easter Bunny or
No kids.
Hell no.
hell no? With authority?
Conviction behind that.
The breweries are
Man.
Goodness.
So, but you can't ground the brewery though if it acts up.
Good point.
Can't put it in timeout because that means it's not making you money.
Right.
Shut the power off, I guess.
I still think
Nick will
that's,
come do that
Doesn't
for
benefit me though.
I was gonna say, yeah, we know someone who works for DTE that can shut off your power for you.
I'd rather if it's a 277 480 service, I want nothing to do with it.
I don't. You just said a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Are you calling Jenny there? 867
Yeah,
5309?
867-5309. Yep, that's exactly it. No, that's a voltage level that's pretty nasty.
Shit.
Nice job. Hey.
Well, you guys can keep talking.
Man down.
I always thought that would be me that did that
Yeah.
first. That's the first time I assumed
Is that
it
the
was going
first
to
time
be.
that somebody spilled on the air?
Yeah, And I was sure it would
Yeah.
be me at some point. I get so drunk sometimes during the show; it's like ridiculous. And I was sitting there
I'm
doing the
surprised
board.
we didn't do it the very first show.
Oh well, yeah, we were beyond.
we were
I don't know what
obliterated
we
the
thought.
first
How strong is that Natty Daddy?
It is 8%, so it's
8%,
below our normal threshold, but it's up there. So
As everyone on Twitch is actually watching.
watching the cleanup right now, the frantic cleanup going on.
Scrambling.
Watch me go into complete emergency.
You were supposed to go to like
Robert
the
is
emergency
just now putting his
broadcast.
headphones back on because there is a delay.
I was gonna say you should have went to like the multicolored bars, so then nothing would have been seen. Sorry, we're experiencing.
Yeah, we need
technical
like a
difficulties.
cool technical difficulties like picture to put up.
The cool thing is that I can actually do that. I'm just gonna find one of Google Image or something like that.
With like some dumb music playing.
Some elevator music.
Well, thankfully we got nothing on the electronics, so we're good to go.
Yeah, all right.
Back to the Natty Daddy.
If you think that's good, we got some other stuff that I'm sure we can crack open here in a little bit.
We have your other beer.
We have the other beer
Sorry, I
here.
forgot
Yeah,
what you brought.
Wait a minute. What?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get to that.
I wasn't enjoying the saison until I basically I feel
You mixed them. You poured them together.
Are we
Did you
forced to
mix
finish
them?
this thing?
Oh, no, you're not forced
Don't
to
you-
finish
don't-
that. You don't. I'll probably finish mine, but no one else has to finish it.
Okay, good. That's good to know.
Come on.
He only spent $4
Oh
on
yeah.
it.
No, you guys have to finish this. That's a rule. You
All right,
can't leave.
so what's the? Do we have time before we go to the break?
We can pour them before we go to the break, and then post break.
You guys want to do that
Yeah, let's pour the
before we
full
go to
rush
the next
in.
break?
Definitely.
Now the first one was the Charms one. Forgive me on the
Road
name.
to Charms.
Yep,
Road
to Charms.
How did you not
It's
remember
very,
that?
it's very whimsical.
Because I'm drinking stupid
my
natty
kids
daddy,
would remember
Dan.
that name.
Shut up. The second one.
I'm
What's
just more
what's the next one?
So this is the only
Sorry,
Fools
Ken.
Rush in Imperial Stout.
Oh, here we go.
Right,
10%. Now we're done with the
10%.
warm up, guys.
These are standards. Am I okay to be
Warm
using
us
more
over.
glasses here?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We bring them all. So
Oh, episode 2. If you would have gone back and saw episode 2, we had the
there's
table was
photos.
covered. There was nowhere to put anything on the whole table.
That was when North Center was
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, North Center brought all their beers. We brought all our beers.
And
It was definitely
Very
a
excited.
That was a shit show.
yeah. It was one of those where we're not going to repeat episode number. We repeated episode number 1.
I don't know. I haven't been that drunk since episode 1. That
Roke?
was fit. Oh yeah, Rogue.
gosh.
No, but I wasn't spinning when I went to bed. Episode 1, I was like, oh.
Well,
man.
we had. Have you guys? Obviously, you're hopheads. Have you had Blow Your Face Out yet?
No, I'd like to though.
Oh,
It's a good beer.
I
Good
have
beer.
not heard one bad thing about that beer except for the words that came out of my mouth. But I'm not an IPA person.
Rogue,
so.
Rogue brought us a 6-pack. They're like, drink. I'm like, okay.
The community that I've been just seeing the posts on Facebook, everyone has been enjoying it. It has been nothing but, hey, this is basically going to be one of the new heavy hitters.
Yeah.
That it takes, at least for in my opinion, it kills Hetty Topper.
Everything.
All right.
Natty Daddy kills Hetty Topper.
I like Natty Daddy better.
kills
Might have to throw it through
everything.
Randall a couple times.
Yeah, can we Randall the Natty Daddy?
Randall would put some hops for them.
Call up 3 Nicks. Call up 3 Nicks. Let's get on this.
I have to drink kombucha to kill the bacteria that Natty Daddy is putting back into my system.
That 8%, there's no bacteria there.
Peroxide.
For the record, when Nick said it was 4 cans for $4, he certainly as hell was not lying because it says on here 4 for $4.43.
You know, back in the day, I used to drink 40s at King Cobra 3 for $5.
I know. I used to hang out with you back then.
Wait,
Amazing
what is it
times.
now?
It's like 2 for $5. I mean,
Pretty good.
The
I'm amazed
price
that you
for,
know that.
back when I started drinking, I mean, I don't know how old you guys are, but I was drinking back in like 2000, 2001, and you go to Farmer Jack at 1 a.m. It's $1.49 for a 40 of King Cobra.
Did they actually sell them at Farmer Jack?
They did.
Oh, yeah.
I used to live across from that one right by the where do we see that wrestling show? Whatever the Ritz.
The Ritz, yeah.
There's
Oh,
that
yeah,
Farmer
yeah,
Jack.
yeah, yeah.
When you place a wager with William Hill Sportsbook, every sports moment becomes even more interesting. And we have a special 2021 offer to help you bet on all your favorite sports risk-free. Download the William Hill mobile app, and when you sign up, you can get started with a risk-free bet of up to $2,021. Use promo code RADIORF. Must be present in Michigan. 21 plus only. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 1-800-270-7117. Let's make it interesting with William Hill Sportsbook.
Hey roofers, want to earn more on each roofing job? Join GAF Rewards and earn up to 3 times more rewards points now through September 30th on qualifying GAF purchases. U.S. only. Terms and conditions apply. Visit GAF.com/rewards for more information.
They used to
Yeah,
sell them there,
yeah.
and they'd be 24 hours, $1.49. Like, all right.
No shit.
I used to work till 1, so I'd get there at 1:30, grab some 40s, and go home. It's good times.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick
16
break,
years
and
ago.
when we come back, we're going to tell you what we think about the Fools Rush In when we come back from Better on Draft. All right, we are
That caught me off guard. I'm like, 15
number
seconds. That song just
25.
started.
Yes. Episode number 25 of the Better on Draft podcast. I got it right this time.
Yeah, not 15, not Christmas Eve.
Not 15, no. I guess. Oh, I have no idea. I drink a lot while we're here.
It happens.
Little time
I was going to say,
traveling.
no. we started in October, so like Christmas would have been like 12 or 13.
Yeah, I'm
so this
pretty
is,
close.
We're like near, you know,
Been like New Year's Day.
we're like AFC Championship.
AFC Championship.
AFC Championship.
Obviously not
I think
the
we're like
NFC
wild
Championship.
card weekend, maybe.
Wild-
but
maybe.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So we poured some Fools Rush In from only Fools Rush In, the official title on
Lovely.
Untapped. What do you guys think about it? Have you guys had it?
Very
Good.
good.
Yeah,
Very good.
Impressed.
Why don't you talk about it, Dan, while I actually try it?
Well, no, the great thing I was saying, I don't know if I said it on the air when we went off, you can't taste the alcohol. It's like, you said 10%.
Yes.
Amazingly good.
Where is it?
Where
Where's
is
the
it?
alcohol?
I'm like, what?
It's actually alcohol free.
I don't see it.
It's NA.
This is the thing. It might be a good
This
thing.
is a challenge to the O'Douls crowd that they're trying to reach out to.
This is a stout I would hope. I don't know if you guys plans to see some variants, like add some hops to a Randall or something like that. It'd probably be really freaking good.
Like a hop stout.
yeah, like a hop stout, something like
Yeah,
that.
like I was saying, we're tapping the Firkin with a vanilla bean. We also threw some of this in a rye whiskey barrel.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
I think it's gonna be pretty damn good.
Yeah, I haven't tried your ESB. I was telling you off the air, ESB is one of my favorites. But this will be hard to top. That's a good beer.
Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely like it. You don't taste the alcohol at all, and definitely the drink is good. It's very smooth
This
too.
is the $40
Yeah.
Uber ride back to Ferndale from Wixom. Oh yeah, like I go there and pound these back. Oh, I can't drive now.
It's like, did I ever tell you the story about Terry's Terrace with the final absolution?
No.
So I'm at Terry's Terrace. I'm hosting pub trivia, and they were selling 23-ounce final absolutions for like $6. So I'm like, all right, final absolution, number 2, number 3.
Oh,
My 2 hour
Yeah.
my 2 hour show's over, and I stand up
Dang it.
and I sit right back down. And I keep playing music. And they're like, you only have to be here for an extra, 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, I can't drive right now. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to keep playing music. They're like, sure, I like it. So
I got a story that tops that in college. My bar of choice, Crunchies in East Lansing, did Sunday nights half off all beer, any beer. They had a 120-minute Dogfish 120-minute on tap. 25-ounce mug for $10.
oh, good night.
Good lord.
that's like the magic trick night, except not as good. Or the dirty trick, not the magic trick. The dirty trick.
Dirty
God.
trick.
Yeah,
Honestly, thought I saw Ken sweating for a second. There.
the Bourbon County we were drinking for like a ridiculously low
Yeah,
price.
we before we really got into craft beer, like we liked craft beer, but we didn't really get into craft beer. So we didn't know, the heavy hitters, the the rarities, the Dark Lords, the Hunas, the whatever else. So we showed up to a bar, which
How drunk are you, Nick?
Not enough, apparently.
we showed up to a bar down in Detroit, which is now closed. They actually closed from the flood that happened a few years ago. When we had that downpour. They just never could reopen. So they closed, and we walked in there, and there was Bourbon County on draft. And
On
they're
a
like,
Friday night. Like people didn't know it was there. I don't know how we walked in.
We just
and
walked in.
What's this?
And they're like,
Bourbon
there's this.
County. I don't want that. I want Bud Light.
Oh, no, we weren't that bad. But we're like, hey, do you guys want to try this?
that
It's from
wasn't
Goose
us.
Island. And we're like, sure, why
the other
not? So we had it, and it wasn't that cheap as the Dogfish Head was, but
Yeah.
definitely one of those like random, we shouldn't have been drinking it, but we were. But we had a.
It was like the third bar we were
Yeah,
at.
it was-
After we were killing like Under the Kilt at
Oh, yeah. It
at
was
Town Pump. and
Yeah, we
things like
were
that.
drinking pitchers of Under the
Yeah,
Kilt.
that we got for free. Somehow.
Yeah.
Someone bought us a pitcher of Under the Kilt, and then we go and drink that.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
we
good
used
times.
to back in the day. We used to drink by the pitcher. We never drank by
Yeah.
because
Yep.
the pitcher's of glass,
Yeah.
and it's always the cheapest.
We did too.
When even where I host pub trivia, I usually order by the pitcher because it's a lot cheaper than going by 23 ounce or pints. So I
Well,
just
when
like
me
I'll
and
take
Aaron
a
met,
pitcher.
he was drinking out of a pitcher.
Oh,
Now I like you even more now.
Yeah.
We got days.
so
Nice to see me.
a pitcher of what?
Pitcher two-hearted.
Two-hearted.
Yeah.
That's a
Or
little.
Ken bought me my first
Like you said, it's
two-hearted
cheaper.
Yes, I did.
ever. Yeah.
What was it? $3?
$3 for
Back
a
in college?
pitcher of
Yeah, it was burger night at
yeah.
one of the bars in East Lansing. Yeah,
You got a pitcher of
$3 pitchers, any pitcher. Yeah.
Jesus, I went to the wrong college at the
did.
wrong
I
time.
did.
Man, so did I, apparently. Good Lord. I should have went to Michigan State.
How do places like that stay in business? Shit.
I've also had 25-ounce mugs of KBS at Crunch.
What?
They changed their policies since.
Oh yeah.
Probably because of me, but
I would think that would go back before the day when everybody started completely hunting trucks down, trying to get just one bottle.
What? That doesn't
yeah.
happen.
So that's what I'm saying. We walked in and bought this out of a keg on a Friday night. So there was no one there like getting it. Like
Yeah.
now people would be
Right.
lined up out the door for it.
Oh,
this
yeah.
was a
Right.
few years ago.
There are people. I was at 8 Degrees on Wednesday, and it wasn't a nut house. Everything was pretty organized, and just as they do with any release that they have that is going to have a huge crowd, they do a very good job of organizing it. But
Did you get KBS?
It was no comment.
Yes.
Because he knew
Yes, I
he knew
did.
the follow up question.
Yes,
Where is it?
it's at home sitting in my cold storage room.
Oh, why didn't you bring it in?
You're keeping it cold?
It's the room. I mean,
Oh, it's like that's a good beer.
It's like a fruit cellar.
I have an old ass house that has 150 square feet of nothing but constant 40 degrees.
Nice.
So
Sounds like my house. I know
It's
that you got an old house
it's
like
very
that.
drafty in the basement.
It's a very nice room, and it's kind of like with my fiance. She wanted to have a craft room, so she got her craft room, and
You got the beer room.
You got your craft room.
I have my beer craft. She has her craft room. I have my craft beer.
So
room.
how many natty daddies do you have in that room?
I hope you have a case at least.
I have exactly 0.
This is the
Natty
kind of beer I want to walk home.
You know what?
Walk in,
Dan,
crack
we
open.
should gift him some natty daddies.
When's your
at
wedding?
age.
When's your wedding?
When's your wedding?
The wedding is going to be Thursday, October 13th.
Oh,
Thursday.
The day
Congratulations,
before
yeah.
my birthday.
Thursday. It is somewhat of a special day, actually, on both of our sides because my fiance, her sisters, basically got married on October 13th.
Okay.
So
well, you know what you're getting
fitting.
from me. I hope you know now. You're getting a case.
You're getting a 4-pack of Natty Ice.
No, I was going to get you
or
a
Natty
case.
Daddy. Oh,
No,
a
you only
case.
want a 4-pack though.
Well,
so
I mean, a case. Standard wedding gift is like $50. So I mean, that should at least get you 3 cases, not 1.
oh god, yeah. If I'm spending $50 on Natty Daddy,
I'm in. Where are we gonna find 50? We might have to go to few store. We might have to truck chase the natty daddy truck.
Right, but like I was saying, with 8 Degrees, I mean, there wasn't any truck chasing that was going on there. It was just a lot of people that were running into the store,
No, was this Detroit or Ferndale?
This was Detroit because Ferndale they released it the following Thursday morning.
They did yesterday. Yesterday morning.
Yesterday,
okay.
Did you see the people in line outside?
No, I wasn't there. Even though I live literally feet away from there. No,
a football field, as you.
It's about 100 yards. I live from there. So
No. Detroit was very smooth. It was like you walked in and you had Tim or Bridget, the owners. They basically, the moment you walked in, hey, you here for KBS? You know, if somebody said yes, you got put on the list. They gave you a ticket, and it said, you know, hang around, have a beer. If you're going to buy something else, we'll put it behind the counter, and we start selling it at 6. And when they realized that they had enough people that hit their allotment, anybody else that came in, we're sold out. If you want to hang out and someone doesn't come and pick up their bottles, then you know we can put you on the list after that. But just so you know, we're done. We have more than enough people to buy out what we have.
So basically, a bunch of people showed up and then left.
No. It's like there were a couple. I mean, it wasn't a bunch of people. There were some that came in, and you know, there was that pure look of shock that, you know, they were saying, yeah, we're sold out, and they're like, what, already? I'm like, well, you know, when somebody says that they're going to sell it at 6. Don't walk in at 5:52.
Why can't I walk in at 7:30 and get this right now?
I mean, it's not Ticketmaster. You can't just sit there and wait till 10 o'clock to try and buy the tickets. You have to expect that there's going to be some sort of a line. And that's basically what it was that, and that was actually kind of the good thing, was that it wasn't just everybody lined up outside the door. It was you walked in, they put you on a list, and then you had the ticket. And you were good. I walked in and, you know, I got a beer. I actually ended up buying I got a 4-pack of a coffee stout. I can't even remember what the name of it is now.
Didn't even buy a Founder's beer. Gosh.
How many Natty Daddies were being consumed?
Jeez.
I remember when they used to carry Black Label at the Ferndale
They did,
store.
yeah. When he
Black
first
Label.
opened, no, he had like all the old beers. He had like Blatz and
Blatz.
Old Milwaukee.
I don't know if he had Old Milwaukee.
No,
he had a
best.
bunch of like High Life and things like that.
But yeah, a lot of people weren't leaving. It was just pretty much, oh, okay. And, you know, most people just ended up buying
when
something
you have
else.
like a 16-tap bar as well, you can.
Right.
It's an advantage he has there. He's learned a bit too. When he used to just have the Ferndale store, and one of the KBS actually releases a couple of years ago was a disaster. Like I tried to go there intentionally like 2 hours after the release to go buy other beer, and you still had like 20 people in line doing crap. He's like, oh, he like felt so bad too. Mm-hmm. So he's really straightened that out.
Yeah,
pretty good.
It was really smooth. And I mean, heck, and the one thing I didn't know this until the other day was that they can ring you up at the bar too.
Yep.
So
for buying like bottles?
For buying bottles. So
I didn't even know that.
Because basically, I had the 4-pack, and I basically just kind of walking around. I was just gonna get I got some low end theory while I was there, and they're like, yeah, I can ring you up right now. So
Nice.
All right, so rung it up, got the beer, drank my beer, took the 4-pack in the cart, and just came back in and hung out.
My favorite thing there too is where you can put your beer behind the counter. Like, I grabbed
like
all these. Now I'm gonna go.
lockers. Oh, yeah.
Now I'm gonna go get lit at the bar, and then I'll grab these on the way out. That's one of my favorite things about them. It's pretty bad, but I'm like, oh, I can get drunk and then just go like, oh,
Right.
number 3, and like to give me my 8 beers and I
Right.
go stumble home.
Right, and plus, I mean, it's like what you guys are doing with drafting tables, that you're going to have the restaurants that are going to be nearby. That's actually one of the things I like about 8 Degrees, is that I can go to a restaurant nearby and I can come in, because I don't like the beer selection that the restaurants have, that I could come in and I can have my food and I can drink the beer that's there.
Right.
So that's a really, really nice setup that you guys are going to have, and just with the restaurants that I haven't been in Wixom quite a while. I guess probably not since the days of WXOM TV20.
WXOM TV 20.
WXOM TV20.
Oh
yes.
my.
Yes, that's probably it's been a long time since I've been in Wixom, but I
Now you have a reason to come back.
now I definitely have a reason to come back. But to have that advantage and have those restaurants that are right next door, that is definitely, I would say that's definitely going to be a very good advantage.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
You know who else does that?
I have a pretty good idea who you're going to tell.
North Center Brewing.
Yes, they do.
No, get out of here.
Over in Northville, Michigan. Bob and the guys, great beer selection over there. Proud sponsor of the Better on Draft podcast since day 8.
Yeah, they came on pretty quick. He came in here, he's like, holy crap, I like what you guys are doing.
I pretty much showed up, sponsored us, and I was like, all right. Made things simple. Great beer choice. Full-on shuffleboard. So if you're looking for a nice, like, a really nice shuffleboard, because it's hard to find at a bar, like full length, not the little cheesy where you can
Not
do the
like the
bumper
stop
things.
spot.
No, not like the stop
Not
spot.
their shuffleboard.
No. So go on over there, check it out. They definitely have a lot around the area too. You got the stop spot. Oh yeah,
Episode 1 shenanigans.
that was pre-episode. Yeah, we drank before we drank here. That was a mistake.
And took
What
shots.
about Darwin Mamassian? Is he coming
Darwin
up?
Mamassian's actually coming out pretty soon. Going to be playing a live show, not a beer. It's a guy.
Yeah, you guys thought that was Nick.
That was me.
Nick. Nick
Yeah.
thought it was a
Yeah.
beer.
They really need to give him a beer, though.
The Darwin Mamassian.
The Darwin
beer.
Mamasi.
Do they have nice blues
sounds
on
like
tap?
a beer.
I was gonna say it's got a
Nice
nice ring
blue.
off the tongue.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take a Darwin Mamassian.
Right. That should be. That
Sounds like you could. That's a test to see if you're drunk. If you could say Darwin Mamassian.
What about Nice Bloobs? They got that
Nice
going on
Bloobs.
now?
I don't think Nice Bloobs is on draft right now.
Such a good beer.
There, that was the blueberry cobbler stout or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a woman in the midst.
That's-
Careful.
I didn't name it. But no, I insisted he bring that beer. Like when he was coming, I'm like, tell him to bring this. And he did. And I was like, all right, we win.
And then we go to the Fall Beer Fest. It's like, oh, yeah, it's been named something different.
Oh, it was called You're
My Boy Blue. Yeah.
You're my boy Blueberry cobbler or whatever.
Yeah. And then at Beer Fest, it was Nice Blues.
Yeah.
It just sounds better.
And that maple brown. Oh, Lord.
Oh my god, that maple brown was so
He's
good.
like, we don't make it right now.
I don't know
It's
if you
like,
guys
we
know.
should.
Obviously, I'm a big brown ale drinker.
Yeah, no kidding.
Could you
For the
tell
last
it all?
hour and a half. You know?
That is my thing. I'm not a big fan, which is nice because that means usually any beer that I want, I get. So I don't
True.
know.
When it's
Because everyone else is
is
going to
like,
gravitate towards the IPA.
yeah, what 22 IPAs do you have on tap? Is what everyone else is
What
saying.
78 variations of Crooked Tree do you have today? Thanks, Hopcat. Is it really like
Jerks.
considered a world record tap takeover when 78 of the beers is the same
No.
the same
That's
beer?
the
It's just
record,
a
no.
little.
That's the record.
Well, I thought originally Shorts had the record for
Wow.
being there, but then like Dark Horse came and took over all. But it was
Shorts had different beers.
like, oh
Like,
yeah,
Dark Horse is like, oh, here's your 97 variants of
That's
Crooked
because
Tree.
there's 160 different Shorts beers that's just come out this year for
That's
the
true.
first time ever
They
that
just
I still
came out
haven't
last
had.
month. Yeah.
Got to get up there, up by Tequamanon Falls, right?
Like, diss that place. That's actually a nice brewery.
So we were.
It's a long
it
ways
was,
away.
it was so funny because I was putting together a list of all the breweries and trying to figure out where they all were. Because looking at a map is nice, but like I don't know, like I can see on the map where everything is, but looking at the names of the cities, I'm like, where the hell is this city? Like Ishpingming or whatever. Ishpingming. Yeah. See? And I'm like, I've never heard of that before, but apparently it's a city. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Cheese.
I appreciate that. What's that?
It's a world of cheese.
Is it really?
Yes.
Let's check that out.
You need to
the
travel.
next time I'm in the UP.
Well, aren't we going to Marquette for the...
We will be going to the Marquette for the
Beer
UP
Fest.
festival. Have you guys been to the UP festival at
No,
all?
I've heard it's one of the best ones, though.
I think it's probably
Marquette's
because
a
it's.
long ways.
It is a long ways away.
We can go check out the Guts Frisbee Hall of Fame.
Is that up there?
It is up there. It's a real thing.
Oh, wow.
Go to Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah, they got a casino there.
Oh,
they really?
Yeah, we're good. We got
was
things
so-
to do.
So I was driving home from Escanaba and I drove past one of the pretty much the only casino between Escanaba and the bridge, and I looked and it was just dead. Like, how are you guys open? Like,
It had
I
to
know
be one
you
of the
go-
Western UP ones. It couldn't have been St. Ignace or Sault Ste. Marie. Those are actually pretty busy.
I'll have to check it out on a map the next
A
time.
lot of
we,
those are only slot machine only too.
Oh, really?
When you head to Western part of the UP, yeah. Like, you go to Sault Ste. Marie because it's a college town. It's pretty jumping. There's like actually a lot of things to do there.
I was gonna say the only because I've only been to two tribal casinos. I've been to Mount Pleasant and then Turtle Creek.
See, you've missed. Oh, Turtle Creek, the one in Manistee.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. No, I'm thinking
Not
Little
Manistee,
River.
it's
Traverse City.
Traverse
Yeah,
City.
I'm thinking
yeah.
of Little River in Manistee. That one's a lot of fun. That
Because
one's
I was
worth the
actually
trip,
in Bel Air when that happened, but I was also like 18. So,
No, we're going to talk.
obviously, I didn't know what shorts was.
Was it around? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It was around. I'm not that old. Jeez, I'm the youngest one here. Assuming.
Ooh, tough crowd.
Tough crowd.
So, the Fool's Russian's really good. Do you have any more?
Yes.
Awesome.
This is
We'll definitely pour a little more for me.
Yeah.
Should I actually?
I don't know if
Yeah.
beer over the.
I don't know. Ken might spill it. Apparently, that's what he does.
you have to share that a little bit.
Share that a little bit. You know what? You can have it because I actually got my my whole
Pass it over to Rob.
bottle over
Got
here.
some Saison too.
I do
Mix
need
it with
a,
I will
Yeah.
take some of that.
Mix it with the
though.
Natty Daddy.
I will. Actually, now challenge accepted. So I gotta find the.
somebody
the
pass
Saison.
me a bottle opener, please, so I can.
I gotta find the Saison cup
Here,
because I
you
got
say
like 5.
drafting table.
Hey, look at that
Hey.
little drafting table bottle. Here, take this
Yeah.
lower end
Hey,
opener over there.
that's my fate, a tall one, jerk.
So we definitely got a couple beers that we want to do a try ourselves as I'm attempting to eliminate my refrigerator. So I got Alpha Kong, which is a sextuple ale, Belgian strong. It's not as like strong as you would think a quad, like thinking how much ABV a quad would
You
be.
want some more Saison or?
No,
anyone?
thank you.
Pass it over
Not
to
as
Nick.
strong as that.
What is that,
but-
Saison?
Yeah.
This is Saison here. I'll
Very
pass
good
it
beer.
over here.
Yeah.
I think we've stopped caring about hand signals now, and it's just like, here you go.
Yeah, because everyone on Twitch is going to notice exactly what we are up to now.
That is true.
How did you guys pass the beer without talking?
If you only knew.
Oh,
Now you know. Secret's out.
right.
So I one of the questions we always ask a lot of our new brewers or brewers who come in, what is your guys' definition of craft beer?
Oh, here we go. Loaded question. Be careful.
Well, no, it's not a loaded question because we truly don't care.
No, yeah, I know.
No,
but
we don't care.
We don't.
Don't
We
even pull out
don't.
craft check. We haven't
Yeah,
busted that out.
we do have Craft Check.
Yes, we do.
There is an app that will check to see if a brew is craft beer or not based on the Brewers Association definition.
You're kidding.
No,
So
nice
if you-
guy too. He was on the show.
Isn't that all based on barrelage, anyways?
No, because ownership is one of them. So Founders is not technically craft beer because they're
right.
owned 30% by
Yeah.
San
Ballast
Miguel.
Point.
Ballast Point owned by Constellation
Yeah.
now, so they're not craft beer anymore.
$1 billion brewery.
Yeah,
$1 billion brewery.
It's amazing.
And there's
Based
like
on
the,
projected sales, right?
the gray
Beers are
areas.
not
Like you have
ponies.
Perrin, which was bought out by Oscar Blues, but the owner of Oscar Blues is a hedge fund, not an alcohol company. Therefore, is it craft beer or not? You don't know.
Was it Boston beer that wasn't?
Boston Beer and Yingling were both under. Originally, it was a 1 million barrel, then 2 million, then 6 million.
Didn't they come up as not craft when we scanned?
No,
Like,
Boston's craft.
What about? Oh, Yingling did too. All right,
Ying-
I'm thinking
yeah,
of
both,
something else. I can't remember what
both
we
came up
scanned.
as craft. So, what's your guys' definition of craft beer? There really is no right or wrong answer.
Sure.
I tell people there's a right answer just because it's funny to hear them, like, oh, Founders is the greatest thing in the world, but
That
I'm
macro
gonna
swill,
that macro swill, yes,
like that Goose Island,
that
macro
Goose Island
swill.
macro swill, because we're definitely under the impression, everybody hates on ABI, but they're still gonna load their pockets with Bourbon County.
Oh, right.
Right, yeah.
So you're giving them, money because you're buying Bourbon County. So
Yeah.
why are you making such a big deal over ABI, especially when it doesn't affect you? Us drinking Natty Daddy truly didn't affect you until you said, "Here, let me try some," and then it did affect you, but that was your fault, not mine. But no,
Probably my fault, but
what's your guys' opinion on craft beer?
Well-
like what that definition?
My opinion would be your goal as the brewer, not brewing beer for the masses. You're not trying to brew that status quo beer. Fizzy, yellow, piss water beer.
AKA
Yeah. Exactly.
almost empty.
Exactly. Honestly, that would be my definition. It's simple, but that's it. Yeah. Kristen,
I
you have
guess
another?
mine would be, craft.
careful, Ken. You've done that
Anything
once.
kind of handcrafted.
AKA.
There needs to be some kind of skill that goes into it. It can't just be totally mass produced. It needs to have some complexity to
Not
it.
not to the where you're taking a big, bag of yeast and throwing it into a machine and letting it do its works. You're
I
physically taking it and putting it in there
Exactly.
yourself without the help of something automatic, basically.
Exactly, to where you still get that creativity with it, and I think that some of those
It's a
breweries
very
are
important
losing
aspect,
that right
yeah.
now.
It is, especially if you're trying to make yourself stand out
Yeah.
between the 20,000 variants of beer that are out there today.
Well,
It's something you really need to do.
It's funny you mentioned that because we talked about a little bit on the show, Dan, about the number of breweries that are out there in the United States. We actually hit like the peak.
Yeah,
This
we
last-
matched the 1880s.
Yeah. It was like
somewhere.
4,100 and something. I think
Yeah,
it was 4,188. The Brewers Association actually just released their end of the year numbers for 2015.
Right.
It actually kept going up. We're up to like 4,269.
I believe it's going to keep going up for a while.
And
too.
yeah, I mean,
especially when it's
exactly.
into, like, are you guys a brew pub? Can you distribute? I think
We can
kinda touched
distribute,
it. You
yeah.
can.
Okay, right
But
on.
a lot of them aren't. So a lot of the places like Wab, even up the road, is a brew pub, so they can't
Right.
distribute it. And that's what you're seeing pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is, well, that's fine. I love being able to walk to the local place and
Oh, yeah.
get what they're making. That's actually a
If
good
you
time.
go to the Brewers Association website, they actually talk about how many out there are brew pubs, how many are out there are vice versa. All the different variants of what constitutes this 4,269
Right.
breweries. And brew pubs was one of the numbers that they actually made. I forgot the number, but it's there. They made like this really long publication about
But that's what was going on back then
Yeah.
when we had over 4,000.
Yeah.
The same thing. The local place making their own
Yeah,
stuff, and we're back to
every
that.
corner saloon had their own stuff,
Yep.
and that constituted as a brewery at
Yep.
the time. Now today, fast forward to 2007 or 17. Holy
Oh,
crap.
you're jumping.
2000, I know. That's not
traveling.
true.
Happy New Year's Eve,
I
everybody.
mean, 31 at the time. 2016. We got it's literally new place opening almost every other week.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I guess Ken, this is always a question that we always ask our guests.
Hi.
One of the questions.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Do you guys see a bubble in the industry? You guys are in the industry. You guys are starting to write up tomorrow. Do
I was
you
gonna
guys
say they better not see a bubble.
I was about to say,
bad
do you
business
guys
tomorrow.
see a bubble in the industry coming, whether
I
it's
think-
now or later, or not
Honestly,
at all?
I think that sometime down the road, the consumers are going to realize what is good beer and what is bad beer. And they're going to distinguish who stays and who goes. So, yeah.
Okay.
So
well,
do
that's
you agree
fair
with
answer.
John Taffer's opinion that 50% of craft beer is trash? No. Quoting, I guess. Semi-quoting.
No, that's
We got a
basically-
no and an
Well,
Maybe. I mean, I don't want to make any enemies.
No, but
I don't think so. No,
not 50%, no.
20%? 1 out of 5?
It's really
1 out of
subjective.
6,
though.
1 out
This
of
is a
6.
subjective,
Again,
loaded question.
It is.
It's not a
It
loaded
is.
question.
It is.
Ken, are you a fan of symphonic metal? Does symphonic metal suck?
That's all right.
Well, see, it's a subjective question. Same with that. That's why it's
It's
a
an
loaded,
opinion. It's not subjective.
Yeah, it's same thing. It's like your opinion on the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I personally, I think there's going to be a bubble. I think we just haven't seen where it's going to explode yet. I think there will be one. Just it's just where will it be? Like I think we'll see it before it happens, but I think at this time we're not at that area.
I think like seeing how everything's going. We're going to talk about how many breweries. I think it's going to be in the distribution, like how many beers in the store. I think the brew pub type of situation is going to keep working.
I agree,
but the distribution, like how many I can get in a store, might start to fall
It's only
off.
so much shelf space.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
You can't put 500 different beers in a store, so that'll kill some. Probably,
but it's quite interesting to see the difference between a standard restaurant where 75% of restaurants fail within the first year, whereas breweries, the percentage of failure is extremely low, specifically in the state of Michigan, I should say.
And Ken, to kind of add to that, the Brewers Association actually published how many breweries actually closed in 15 versus the number of breweries that actually opened in 2015. You have, in just the last year alone, you have 620 new brewery openings and only 68 closings in 2015.
That is impressive.
That's talking about closings and the small number. That's pretty crazy.
Just to put it down to Michigan, how many have closed in Michigan? Can you think of any breweries?
I can't.
Maybe a handful.
Yeah,
Big Buck, Copper Canyon.
Well,
Big Bucks.
Yeah,
the
well, those have been
Gaylord one
closed for a
closed?
while.
Well, the
now.
Auburn Hills, I should
Yeah,
say.
and that was a while ago. That was
a
a
while
good
ago.
You got Michigan Brewing Company. That's a couple
Michigan
years
Brewing
back.
Company
Yep.
is a few years
so
back.
It's it's pretty rare even here. I mean, we're in Michigan. We talked about this. I think it was last week.
Well, Michigan Brewing. I mean, Copper Canyon did have a little distribution, but Michigan Brewing had some pretty big distribution.
It was a pretty large footprint.
So for the fact that they lost, I mean, everybody pretty much ate up their entire clientele because there were so many decisions after they closed. Sorry, Dan. I cut you off.
No, you were fine. But no, we were talking about like Michigan being a colder place. We drink more beer than like if I'm in Southern California. It's so they're going to survive here more, but they're not really closing. I just think it'll be the shelf space, the distribution.
Well, I think that's what happened to Shorts. The shelf space is getting smaller for the state of Michigan.
That's what he said. If he wants to keep growing, they have to leave Michigan. Yeah,
Yes.
well, you're in tough competition here.
Just need to get rid of the logo.
To kind of argue against that there's going to be a bubble, going further into what the Brewers Association talked about, the market share for craft brewers now was at 11% in 2014 by volume. That's up to 12.2%. So it's steadily increasing from year to year.
Right. And I mean, as far as the number of breweries in the state, there really wasn't that much of an increase from what was in. Because, I mean, the stats that they show from 2013, there was 131 breweries. In 2014, it went up to 159. So
in the state of Michigan?
In the state of Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, we're up to
We're over 200.
We're over 200.
Yeah.
And according to Rex Halfpenny, who publishes the Michigan Beer Guide, he said there's another 50 in planning or so.
Yeah, I think our list has over 300. We have a few like wineries who are technically brew pubs as well. As well as meaderies.
I see like Cellarman's who makes a beer in addition to
or you have like B Nectar who has a few beers on their mead list.
The Schramms make beer.
I do not believe.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't know. I kind of feel like, I mean, obviously, we talk about beer, we don't talk about religion or politics, but in a way, it kind of breweries in a way to me feel like churches. Every neighborhood is going to have a brewery, and everyone is going to have their preference of the breweries that that are in their own community. And I don't know, it sounds weird. It sounds like something completely out of this world. But there's so many breweries that can be had that can be in from one area to another. That's that area that's in Wixom that's going to cover Novi and.
You're trying.
Novi and
South Lyons,
South Novi.
South Lyons is another place that's kind of booming a little bit.
To cover that area.
Is that Milford? Are we talking about Milford?
Milford's farther west.
No, Milford's right around us in Commerce.
Is it further west than South Lyons?
Commerce.
All I know about
South Lyons.
All I know about Commerce is Commerce and Commerce and Commerce.
And South Commerce and North Commerce.
Commerce Township.
Every Commerce road based on the direction
Commerce
of
Lake.
the road name doesn't go in that direction.
Yes.
That's what I know.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to pour out some of these beers that we got here and
crack
drink
open
them
some
up.
more.
Yep. Pop that 40. We'll be right back.
Crapping. I say crapping.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with episode number 25. We are in segment part 3. I had the music still going in the back. So
what was that music? What are you doing?
That is 21 Pilots.
Yep.
Episode 26, I'll be back at the helm. Well, torture is over. The torture is over.
Screw you.
I'm just messing.
My music isn't that bad.
I'm just messing. You relax.
Sorry. My
that last song though was kind of bad, but
I like 21 Pilots. They're all right. I think
Joan Jett going here.
I wouldn't. All right,
not a fan of Joan Jett.
Kristen Gerlucky.
Sorry that we're going through our
everyone.
trivia playlist now, right now.
What's that?
Nothing. We'll keep going.
No. What did Rob say?
No, I was telling him, I was like, sorry that we're going through our trivia playlist.
Oh yeah, that's definitely my trivia playlist. So we were talking throughout the break, and one of the things we brought up in regards to the two things actually. We're talking about Shorts. We're talking about how Shorts has gone out of the state of Michigan. And I think both of you are in agreement with us in the fact that we still believe beer is a business and you have to grow. So as much as the, Michigan only, Michigan made or whatever their slogan was, it was time for them to grow. It was time for them to get out of there. And I think a lot of people wanted it. Shorts, I think the biggest thing people hated about Shorts leaving Michigan is that the trade value went down. Because you can get it anywhere.
Well,
not anywhere.
Well, now
Exactly.
you can get it in 6 states.
Yeah, you can get it in 6 states, so it's a lot easier as opposed to, New Glarus, which is still Wisconsin only, or, Hetty's Hopper
Three
or
Floyds.
Alchemist.
Three
Three Floyds.
Floyds, yeah.
Well, Three Floyds you can get a lot of places, not
Yeah,
just.
Toledo, some of it.
Yeah, you can't get it in Michigan
Can't
somehow.
get it, but we got it here in the studio.
I think that's one thing.
We do. One of my favorites.
Yeah, we actually got Alpha Kong running around as well as we have Permanent Funeral running around
Yeah.
from Three
Throwback to the
Floyds.
metal show
Very
that we
good.
did. Yeah, good beer.
So we did bring up one thing, and I think it's kind of a harken back in regards to what we were talking about earlier, and that is currently a lot of the beers from Odd Side are quote unquote being infected, which means that
Wait, hold
it's
on.
sounding a little bit more tart. It's not sounding. It's tasting more tart, a green apple taste as opposed to a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Mayan Moken Stout.
So you actually said this different when we were off there. You said they weren't aging well, but now you're saying they're infected. So that's like a couple of different.
It's both pretty much in the same token. Whereas because
you're gonna taste the infection immediately, though. If you age in a beer, it's not gonna get infected if it's
well,
sealed.
I think that's a fair statement. I think the taste though, whenever you taste a bourbon barrel aged anything, if it is infected, it's going to have that green apple tart taste. So I think it's going to have this. I understand it's two different definitions. One, it's not aging well. Two, it's infected. But the same ending is occurring, whether it's right away like Bourbon County Coffee or barley wine.
So are they saying? Have they said anything about infections?
That's actually what I've been trying to find for like the past
kind of
5 minutes. Because
I haven't heard it until tonight.
Someone had actually posted a response because it has gotten so big that Oddside had came out. Someone from Oddside had came out and sent a letter or basically a post on Facebook, like essentially saying that, we go through quite a different experimental beers and different flavors and what we try.
And everything past their QA.
Everything past their QA. So, I mean, to me, it's not like they come out and say, oh, hey, get this beer and have it sit in your cellar for the next 3 years before you drink it.
Yeah. It's not like, Stones enjoy after.
Right. To me,
Enjoy
it's
before.
completely...
No, there's an enjoy after.
Oh, is there?
There's a enjoy
Yeah.
after.
Oh, I didn't
enjoy
even.
before.
Wow.
The more you know.
I mean, being
And
a
now
barrel,
knowing's
being
half
a
the battle.
barrel aged beer, this could also be related to oxygen.
Yep.
Exposure to
oxidized.
oxygen. Yeah.
Well, and it's going to be interesting because I don't believe I have any Imperial Mayan Mocha, but I know I have Hipster Brunch. I do have. Bring it to next
bring
week.
it
I
next
got
week.
Mocha Munt.
I wish I had one of those right now.
I've got a lot of their beers, Hazelnuts. I've got all of them. I think we're gonna have to try to bring it on next week and see what's going on. But what were you saying over there? Obviously,
Yes, I don't think it's infection related at all.
It can't be
Yeah,
because
no.
that'll show up pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's not going to come out with age. It's infection
what-
happens quick, and they'll usually know.
What temperatures are you storing your barrels at? And again, exposure to oxygen can be a big thing.
And it got me a little jumpy because there was a post that was maybe a week, 2 weeks ago that was about Mocha Munt. And everyone kept saying that Mocha Munt was infected and they were getting a green apple flavor. And I still have, well, obviously.
Again, Dan,
I have
I
6
understand
bottles
what
in the
you're about.
basement.
I brought a Mocha Munt in here 4 weeks. I don't know if you were here yet when I brought it in. There was no problem with
Yeah,
it. We
yeah,
would have known if it was
I
infected.
had
Then
one,
it's
and I'm
not
like-
going to jump out 6 weeks
Right.
later.
Yeah, no, it was.
So their ignorance is
it
showing
was-
with this.
It was a little tart.
I can't put it any other way. It's absolutely
that's true.
true.
Yeah,
If
it
we
was-
gotta get down to that, to biology, they're
Right.
stupid. I'll say it right now.
to me, it was like it was a little tart, but I was like, everything is still there. I
I
mean,
expect that.
to me, it
Call
was
people
just
stupid.
No, I don't blame you. I think
And I'm not referring to you, Robert. I'm talking to the plebs online.
right. No, I mean, to me, it was like a beer that had all the flavors except for the fact that it's been sitting in my basement for 3 months. And
Right next
as
to the
I would
Natty
expect-
Daddy.
Yeah. Hey.
sitting
No, that
right
would be
next-
gone. That would be
No, that's the Colt 45 that's down there.
another good one. We're
I
gonna
have to make sure that I age that for episode 4.
I can't wait for July
Age to
8th.
Colt 45.
Age Colt 45.
I'm gonna
We
wait-
have something here.
Well, let's put this out. I'm going to wake up in Iceland, come here and drink 40s on July 8th. This would be great.
I was going to say we should wait for Colt 45 for episode 45.
Okay, well, we'll drink King Cobra on.
All right, I'm down.
You guys are welcome back if you want to come into the 40
Sounds
party.
great.
Love it.
We're gonna have a 40-ounce Friday party. On that day.
The original show, 40 ounce
Yeah.
Fridays.
We're gonna get all of our old guests in here and for a 40-ounce.
So, I mean, have you guys, being craft beer fans as well as people who homebrew and stuff, have you had that issue in regards to not necessarily even infection? Because I don't know if you have bourbon barrel aged your own beers, but have you tasted it? Have you seen it? Have you run into it?
Yeah, I've actually done quite a bit of barrel aging. I did brew professionally for 3.5 years.
Where?
Witch's Hat Brewing Company.
Okay.
Yep. So we've done quite a bit of barrel aging.
Are you a Mug Club member there?
I am. Yeah.
Did you get all the variants over there?
Ryan
Did
and
you
Aaron
make
were
the
very.
variants? I would be taking it that.
I have made Dragon Tracks, and yep, I've done that.
I was gonna say those things are trading pretty high right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, the great beers. Ryan and Aaron are kicking ass over there, and very happy for them. So, yep.
So you've obviously done it. You're a professional brewer before you went over to drafting tables.
Yes.
So, explain basically what's mind you, I use infection in regards to off flavor. I'm not necessarily stating that it is infected, but explain to people who maybe knew what does it mean if a beer like Bourbon County Barley Wine or the coffee stout, what does it mean that it is infected?
When you're talking infection, I mean there's something that went wrong in the cleaning and sanitation process. I don't know. It could be any.
It's
the
bacteria.
barrel. Chances are it's in the barrel.
Yeah.
They didn't properly prepare the barrel before they filled it. Whether it's Brett or I don't know what's hanging out in there.
It's usually wild yeast that gets in there is what happens from just the air.
I honestly don't know much
dust.
about what happened with Bourbon County Barley Wine. I do know it was recalled. I don't know why, but it.
Have you ever had an?
Hey roofers, earn up to 3 times more rewards points this roofing season with GAF Rewards. Now through September 30th, sign up for GAF Rewards and earn up to 3 times more rewards points on qualifying GAF roofing purchases. Redeem your points to reinvest in your business, give back to your crew, or whatever matters most to you. Click the banner to learn more and sign up. U.S. only. Terms and conditions apply. Visit gaf.com/rewards for more information. Earn up to 3 times more in GAF Rewards. Visit gaf.com/rewards for details. Terms and conditions apply.
Infected yeast is a home brewer, or an infected batch, excuse me.
As a home brewer? Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
you can
certainly.
tell. If something's infected, you will see it on top of it.
Yep.
You cannot deny that the batch is infected. It'll be on top. You can skim it off if it hasn't gone through the whole thing, and it may give those sour flavors that we're talking about.
Yeah, your green apple or a diacetyl buttery.
You will know if it happened. So these people say, no, it's infected. Well, no, something happened when it's sitting around. It has nothing to do with them. They wouldn't have put that out if they knew it was infected.
What happened with Goose Island then?
That's a good question.
I
Barrel
don't
aging
know.
is the toughest part. Because barrel age, you take it out of wherever you're fermenting and putting into the barrels, so you're getting all that oxygen.
I mean,
all the wild yeast, all the
could
dust.
potentially between the state of QA to bottling to distribution have infected the beer?
It's possible. I mean, it could grow in there, but as it goes further and further along,
He's homebrewed. I haven't.
I'm guessing it's
professional
the barrel.
brewed.
The barrel is what
Yeah.
went wrong in that process.
yeah, whatever's in the barrel. The toughest part is moving it from the primary to the secondary, which would be your barrel. That's the toughest part.
right.
It gets the oxygen. It gets all the wild yeast from the air. dust,
Goose Island
anything.
knows how to package. I
Yeah,
assume
they're not
it's flawless.
stupid.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's
They're
got
not
to
home
be.
brewing.
Yeah, I would assume it. Yeah, something with the barrels. I don't know the gravity of the situation or what.
Well, I mean, it was enough to where they came out and they didn't necessarily say it was infected. It said there was flavors not
flavors.
Yeah, flavors not what they not what they had planned, but flavors not to the liking of the consumer. So they just offered. It was basically just keeping up face and saying I don't know what you're talking about, but you know what? If you're going to complain enough, I'll just refund your money.
Just smart. I mean, that can happen easily as having the temperature too high where it's sitting.
It's
That can
maybe
actually-
too sweet too. It
Yeah.
didn't fully attenuate. I don't
Yeah.
know. It could be a
can
number of
happen.
things.
Yeah. But I really doubt Oddside's got infected beer out there.
I'm doubting it as well.
So what's your take? You mentioned exactly what you want to say.
Well, yeah, I think in the break when you asked about all these people are complaining and everything, I think also my opinion is just drink your beer.
Yeah, yes. Thank you. Yeah, we were talking about it. Yes.
Yes, just when you get
Drink your damn
it,
beer.
don't age it for a few
Made to
years.
drink. It's not bourbon.
Enjoy it. That's what beer is all about. It's to enjoy it with your friends, with your family. Don't let it sit too long. Know the beers that you're aging and be knowledgeable about it. And just enjoy. That's what beer is all about.
I don't know if I can do that last part. Be knowledgeable about it.
You mean just enjoy? That was the last part. Just drink your damn beer.
Just enjoy
Drink your
it.
damn beer.
I mean, that's kind of what I like about Dogfish Head 120, is that right at the bottom of the bottle it says, ages well.
Oh, yeah.
There's really nothing else that I really see that says, age this. So to me, if you're going to age it, then it's kind of
But I just want to drink my damn 120.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
I was gonna say I saw
good.
especially
25-ounce mugs of it.
Clearly.
Yep.
Well, I was at a
And then you die. It's like, what the
Pretty much.
we pretty much go to
Hey, I made it home
That's all that matters.
somehow.
we go to
Keep
a
the car between the ditches and you win.
keep the car between the ditches. Wow, Dan. Remember, folks, Uber.com. Use the promo code Better on Draft.
I do have to
Yes.
mention I walked home.
Oh, that works too.
Yep.
Stay out of the
Don't drink and
street.
drive.
Yeah. You might spill your beer.
You might spill your beer. So you might
We're
be one of
derailing
the mentioning 120. I used to, or we still go to a cabin pretty much every year in the Thumb over in Pigeon, and I had brought a bottle of 120, and it was to share. It was pretty much just hey, what's going on? And a buddy of mine opened it, and he didn't know what it was, and he started drinking it.
Yes, I remember.
Like it was a session beer.
Yeah.
You would expect this to be me, but it wasn't.
And
That's the great
I'm
part of
like,
this.
I'm looking, and he goes bottoms up, like glug,
Bottoms
glug,
up.
glug, and I'm like, stop. And he goes, why? I'm like, you pretty much just drank 3 beers in 3 seconds. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's like 17 to 18% this year. And he goes, oh, well,
Oh, Kurt.
yeah, Kurt.
Was it Kurt?
It was
Yeah,
Kurt.
it was.
It was Kurt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's plenty of stories with him.
I want to
that's
see
for
him
sure.
tomorrow night. I'll remind him of it.
Hey, remember when you did
Hey,
this?
remember when you drank the Dogfish Head 120?
He probably forgot about that, but I don't think he forgot about the Penguicon story.
Oh gosh.
There's
Or
too
just
many
leave it at
things that
that.
could come out of PenguinCon that really is not.
Well, this wasn't in relation to the actual convention.
yeah.
This was like after we were done doing our thing.
So there's a convention. I don't know if you know what Linux is. It's an operating system
Yes,
like
yep.
Windows and Mac. So there's a convention that revolves around Linux every year in the Metro Detroit area, and they have free beer every convention.
They had Oberon that one year.
They've had Oberon, Rochester Mills Red. They have good beer that's free, and we definitely go there just for the beer.
Screw the convention with the beer.
Oh, the roaming pirate parties where they just feed you rum.
All I hear about is allegedly the freaky orgy geek sex.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what
You can see that on Craigslist.
I'm betting that doesn't actually happen. Does anyone have any video of this actually going on?
I do not.
No,
but
it doesn't.
I just see it on the social
I just
media
assume,
/
yeah.
ads. That's all I see.
No one's.
I just
it's a bunch
assume
of
it's
dudes.
12
Let's-
guys and one girlfriend.
Yeah, let's think
Actually,
about
it's funny,
this.
Dan. It's actually funny you mentioned it because really quickly, we went to YomaCon in October, which is like another geek thing. Whatever, we'll leave it at that. And they have like this speed dating panel.
Oh, you guys told me about
So
this.
we were at Volt, which is the bar inside the Renaissance
Yeah, we were
Center,
getting hammered.
and you're getting drunk, doing our thing. And there's a line going into the speed dating panel. It's all dudes.
All dudes.
It's all dudes.
going to the speed date.
I actually read like the next day, like there was actually girls like trying to talk their friends, like just go with me, just go with me, like
Lord.
trying. And I guess people are
scary.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
somebody
bad.
had asked my wife, like, they're like, just go. And
I
she's
like
like,
that you
I'm
looked at the
married.
camera
I'll
just
just make.
now.
I saw the.
I accidentally nudged the cord, and
I saw the cord
starts
move.
turning his head.
I saw the cord move, but yeah, they're like, somebody asked me over, like, go. And she's like, I'm married. She's like, I don't care. Just we need women there. And I'm like, I don't.
Just make them feel good about them. Make them feel good about
Give them
themselves.
pointers. Give them tips.
They might kill themselves tonight. Come on, can you go talk to
They
us?
might kill themselves. Wow. Jesus Christ, Dan, what the hell's wrong with you?
So as we underail the show and go back to beer, that's
God,
for damn
yeah,
sure.
yeah, let's do
I
that.
have issues.
We're going to
we've-
scare our guests away.
So we've had some permanent funeral and some Alpha Kong on the table. What have you guys thought? Who's drank what?
Who's got the
Just
Alpha?
please
Where's
talk.
the Alpha Kong?
Alpha Kong's right here.
Alpha Kong's right here.
Give me a
So-
cup and pass that over.
I have had the Alpha Kong, and I usually am not a fan of Belgian style beers, and that
We don't have any clean cups.
no
Nick.
cups?
that is
Jesus.
actually
This is a Saison cup. It'll be
Yeah.
good.
I'm good.
Similar.
has a nice aroma to it. I think it's pretty smooth. I like it. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Dan, what are you drinking?
The permanent funeral.
What do you think?
You know I love this beer. We've talked about this multiple times in this show. This beer is amazing.
But think of the people who started on episode 25.
They may have.
May
New
not know.
people watching on Twitch. Yeah. No, I love this beer. This is one of my favorites. You like this? You think?
No, she's just waving to the
I'm just
people on
waving to
Twitch.
them.
Oh, you're waving to everybody. Yes.
Yeah, he mentioned Twitch, so I was just like, hey.
Oh,
saw
you
that. I was
guys. I'm like,
like,
what are you guys doing? I forget there's a camera.
Sorry.
I have to put my sunglasses
in a
on.
world where now we're not doing our signals, now I'm throwing up signals.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait a minute. What's he need?
Now I'm throwing up signals.
No, this beer.
Hey, I
they've
said
done a good
signals.
job with this beer.
Yes,
Delicious.
I
The
agree.
permanent funeral.
I
Yeah,
agree.
it's up there. I know we did the metal beers. There were a lot of
Yes.
bad ones, but this is
That's
there's
one-
the reason this was number one.
Yeah,
It's-
I agree.
It's very good.
Yep.
Solid beer.
Yeah.
I just had that Alpha Kong. Like, man, that kind of reminds me of Miso Ornery a little bit.
Is it good? I have to try that still.
It's okay.
Pass that over. You got that?
Yeah, here.
Like miso ornery. That's
Miso Ornery was
get what
pretty
you're
good. We
talking
still
about.
Yeah,
didn't,
you have you had it yet?
we didn't get a chance to have the Donald Trump beer here.
we
though.
still
No,
need to
no,
have
we
it.
haven't. The Oblivious.
Was it good?
I haven't had it. No.
No, Oblivious was something else.
No. What was the Donald
No,
Trump?
it was.
yes.
It was Oblivious.
Different
Oh
Yeah,
no, not
Oblivious was a
Oblivious.
different beer.
What was the name of that one?
I don't
Oh, miso
remember.
ornery.
No, Miso Ornery
that's-
was a
that's
Kim
what Kim
Jong-il
Jong-un
beer.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, then what's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Donald
yeah.
Trump one?
I don't remember. It was just a picture of Donald Trump on the bottle.
Well, I guess I know where I'm going next week.
I don't know.
Call
if they
David
still-
Duke. We need to know what the name of that
Call
beer is.
David Duke.
Oh my
Get the
god!
hell out of here. What is
Somebody
your
needs
problem?
to turn off your mic.
Go home.
That just happened.
Man.
Well, didn't he like?
Yes,
came out
he
the-
did. We
Yes,
understand
Dan,
what's going
he
on.
did.
knows
Dan.
what the beer is. I don't know.
So, no, the Alpha Kong reminded me a little bit about the Miso Ornery.
It's an interesting taste. Yeah, it's pretty similar.
It was really, really bitter for me, though. Oh,
I don't know. I get a lot of the same malty flavors coming through.
yeah, a little
good.
bit, yeah. But the first sip, like, oh, kind of took me back a little bit to that one beer we had from Griffin Claw.
That
the
one
Donald-
beer?
That one
Yeah,
beer? I was gonna say, we had a lot of
we've been
beers
talking
from
about
Griffin
Miso
Claw.
Ornery for like the last
Was it
5
the
minutes.
coffee one where we had two variants?
flying
we didn't even
We
know
do
it was
have another
good.
Griffin Claw sitting inside the fridge that I.
We'll save
Yeah,
that.
we're
We
not
don't have
gonna
to
get to
bust
that in the next
out.
10
Say,
minutes.
Yeah,
the,
I think my mom's gonna be very upset with me when I bring more beer back home from the.
She's gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
I saw you empty out the fridge. I tried.
No, I brought 30 beers back.
I brought more than I
It's-
started
it's
with.
funny it's funny you say that, Dan, because I did go to Merchants earlier because that's
Oh,
where I
boy.
got that other stuff from Robinsons.
Oh yeah, we got next week.
And
we're
then
gonna get into
and then
that.
also that AC/DC beer.
You know what's funny is we say next week every week, and we're still drinking
know.
beers
That's
that we
true.
say next week.
That's
every
true.
week.
like this Arcadia Ales Jaw Jacker was sitting in my
Jaw
fridge
Jacker.
for how long? And then all of a sudden I just now get to it. It's freaking March.
Marge. The Donald Trump one that was a moolah. Milk stout.
Moolah.
Well, that makes sense.
I see what they did there. So,
Here comes the money.
so for,
Hopefully we'll be singing
What happened to
that.
be
no
a
politics
soup.
here?
Yeah, right?
We're gonna be
We're
in a
still
suit
talking
with,
beer.
with trainers on.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ken. Go back.
Way to get wrestling in there.
yeah, I was gonna say we're pretty much
For
bringing
smidge.
wrestling in, so bringing it back.
no.
So
Bring it back.
what else do you guys? We want to make sure that you guys talk about everything that you need to in regards to drafting table,
Yes.
upcoming events, anything that's going on, within the next couple months. You talked about live music and stuff. Do you guys have any plans or anything like that, or is it just kind of like we're gonna do it, we just don't know who yet?
We're going to be I assume, quite busy for a couple months.
Okay.
So
I
we
hope
kind of
so.
want.
That's
I hope so. Yeah.
real
Yeah.
beer. It
Fingers
should be.
crossed, yes.
Yes.
Yep. So we're gonna kind of shy away from live music for that first couple months, just to
Right.
to just allow for a little more seating space, and then
How many people actually could sit in the brewery?
100 people.
100 people.
99.
Are you guys kid friendly? Like
We
I
are
We have high chairs,
kid-friendly
diaper
until-
stations. Yeah. You
Diaper,
can name it.
oh, nice.
Until 9 o'clock, and then after that, it's 21.
Yeah,
and up.
that's normal.
Yep.
That's
Right, okay,
Michigan. That's
all right,
everywhere.
all right.
Yep.
Are you guys going to be doing anything other than beer, like sodas or meads or ciders, or is that like in the near future? Or
We aren't doing sodas. We are bringing in Fago soda.
Okay, all right.
And
Staying local.
Keep it local.
eventually, we're still waiting on our license for the cider and the wine.
Okay.
Yep. But we'll have a
Is that in
small
a
wine.
plan though? So
Yes.
wine. Oh,
Yes.
nice. Okay.
Definitely.
Very nice.
Yep. I think it's important.
No, that's
A
good.
lot, I mean, a lot of places are doing all three, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
The beer, the cider, and the meads.
Yeah.
I probably won't dabble in mead, to be honest.
Okay, all right.
So wine. Yeah. Wine.
Wine,
wine,
wine and cider.
beer.
Yep.
Yeah, those are probably
Excellent.
the three big ones at least. Yeah, good point.
So do you guys see any issues that you plan on running to, legal wise in regards to future legislation or anything like that? Or do you think, pretty much everything's going in favor of the breweries?
More and more, I think it's going in favor of the breweries. At least in Michigan. I know some states.
We're still up there with Alaska tax wise, but
Well,
yeah. All right, we'll stay out of that. But yeah,
But I mean, you look at, what is North Carolina just passed? I don't know how long ago that was, but you hit a certain barrelage. I forgot what.
And is that NC specific? Because there's a lot of places that went to Asheville that's their secondary brewery, like New Belgium, Stone. I think there's one more in there.
they passed a favorable law there. I'm assuming.
I don't know. I mean, it was very, very favorable for them to get there, but you're obviously talking about
any favorable law that's coming to New.
Well, let's
We won't get into that. I know we
we'll
won't
talk
get into
about that
that,
at 9:01.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, there's some weird. Different states have different laws. It's interesting.
Well, and I think
Yeah.
that's the big thing in regards to when we had we've had other breweries around here, and we've talked about other breweries outside trying to get into Michigan, and that it's very hard to get into the state of Michigan in regards to distribution. And I think that's one thing we're going to be discussing when we have Matt Bush from Powers on in 2 weeks.
Okay.
We're actually going to be doing like a opening day / end of Red Wing season / let's just drink a lot.
I'm going to be so freaking drunk.
He's a good guy.
Are you going to opening day?
I'm going to opening day.
And then you're coming here.
I got. So you know I have season tickets.
Let's say Matt coming here is a good guy. He was
Should take opening day off and go into McShane's and see how crazy it is over there.
Well, I have the opening day, obviously going to the game, but jeez, that's going to be a long freaking day.
Let's say you might as well take a nap and some aspirin before you come
Gonna
here.
probably do what I did last year: is probably go downtown, drink, go to the game, come home, eat some burrito mundo, and then probably come here.
You'll be fine. If I got 3 hours sleep last night, I'm here right now being fine. You'll be fine. And I just went and watched a movie last night, so you're good. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, that makes sense as to why you're out now. I've pieced everything together. Batman versus Superman. Who won?
You asked me this earlier.
I know.
I'm not.
the consumer.
The consumer.
I'm not gonna ruin a good movie.
Did Spider-Man show up?
Makes sense. Seems legit.
So he did.
Then Wolverine comes in and whoops everyone's
all
ass.
right. The little shink.
Why are you expecting with more beer?
We're on video, so
he's
people
going to
can see
answer this
that.
question any differently.
I mean, we got about 5 minutes left, and we're kind of just shooting the shit. Are you guys sports fans at all? Do you guys follow any of the local teams?
I have no idea what's going on right now because we are opening up a brewery.
You guys don't have
Totally
To be
understandable.
honest, I have no idea
I'm
what's
trying to
going
keep
on
up
in the
with it.
world.
no TVs at the brewery. Just kind of
2 TVs.
We have two
Two
TVs, but
TVs.
I don't watch them.
That was a long version of.
We try not to
busy.
think about March Madness. Being Michigan State grads, it's a sore subject. So.
Well, I mean, you guys got a game out of it.
a game out of it.
Really bad.
And then it's even worse. They got Middle Tennessee got crushed
They
the next.
did.
I know.
It's like, come on.
Let's be real.
Game.
I'm a Wayne State grad, Ken, and that was a bad game, and even Michigan losing was a bad game.
It was
So-
it was a bad day.
They didn't even get
Yeah,
time
bad for
to teach
everyone.
the
Everyone in the state.
freshmen on how to properly burn couches. That's how fast that was.
How old are you guys, if you don't mind me?
I was in the riot. What
2000.
I got tear gas.
2008. We were in the red.
How old are you guys?
29.
Oh, okay. Well, I was in 2000 when the couches were burning the tear gas.
I was going to say in the early 2000s.
I was going to say that's what I'm trying to be like. How old are you? I was there in 2008. I'm like, I mean, so I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like,
That's the thing is that
we didn't make the Final Four, so
Cedar
we
Village,
got, ripped
well, you
down
were
the
there
stop
when
sign.
we won and couches were burning and tear gas.
No. We were there when we lost and couches were burning.
I mean,
That's a running theme. Couches burn.
Well, that's the thing. Is
Exactly.
that I think they have a project plan. Is that they actually go through and teach the freshmen and everyone who does not know how to burn a couch. It's like Home Depot. It's
like every-
Is that part of freshman orientation?
I think that is part of
should
freshman
be.
orientation. That is at least,
running theme.
at least by the Sweet 16, you properly know how to burn a couch.
Is
And
it
if you
like
get
every
dropped-
3-year cycle where the freshmen become the seniors, teach the freshmen?
No, you have retraining every year.
Every year.
You have to keep up on
Every year.
Every
It-
year.
It's like
It's a lot of
certification.
disappointment.
Because you have to burn couches. If you go to the Rose Bowl or you go to the football playoffs.
Everyone on this side of the table is not very
When's
happy
the
with that
last time
statement, Ken.
Michigan won
Yeah, let's talk about Michigan.
final won an NCAA
97 with Nebraska.
Hey,
was their
guys.
state title.
They've
No,
done
I'm
well.
talking basketball. When's the
They've
last
done well.
basketball one?
The NIT,
90
they've done well. So
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, let's talk about Wayne State. Oh, never mind.
Hey, they almost won a Div 2 title.
I know.
Yes, they
right?
did. They almost won a Division II football title.
Didn't they lose to University of Minnesota Duluth?
No,
or-
it was something. It was Penn State, but I don't know.
Was Joik Bell on that team?
Joik Bell was.
Joik Bell
I think he
was-
might have been a
yeah.
junior at the time.
I think wasn't that the year that they pulled like basically Chicago Bears where they ran the kickoff for a touchdown?
Yeah,
and that
it
was
was.
the only touchdown
They had
scored.
they had a viewing party in the student center for the championship game,
Yeah.
and it was bad.
I remember I was watching.
I remember watching a playoff game at the
Audio
Dally
joke.
in the alley at somebody's apartment.
Dally in the was that Jess's apartment?
I don't remember. It was
love
somebody's
Dally in the
apartment,
alley.
and I was drinking.
Well,
That's all that
unfortunately,
matters.
unfortunately, I don't have a place to shack up anymore during Dally in the
Have a
alley.
place to shack up.
Sounds bad.
I don't know if you're...
No, it's a great thing because I have my own.
It's a great thing.
I have my own bathroom. I can just, I can sit on someone's couch. I can watch the football because they have college football at the time. And,
my brother just got an apartment that's basically right in Dally in the Alley Center.
oh, really?
So
If
yeah,
you about
so-
the shacking up thing.
Send me his contact info for when I go to the Dally this year.
Hey, he just went to my house and just took my box spring and mattress. So he's
I am
got a
so
place.
crashing
know
at
if they-
Did he
crashing at his
drink your
house during
natty
the Dally
daddies
this year.
there?
Yeah,
Better be.
exactly.
I'm drinking.
I went to
That's
the
all I can do now.
I went to the basement. All the natty daddies were gone.
He drank. You know what? We're gonna have to refill his natty daddy. We're gonna have to replenish it.
So it's a wedding
Dan's
gift, right?
about to spit his
No,
dick
I'm
out.
shaking my head in disgust. Like, what are you guys talking about right now?
We're talking about box spring mattresses and natty daddy.
We just went
in Dally,
shacking up.
in Dally in the
Shacking
alley,
up.
and our guests are like, "What the fuck is wrong with these guys?"
So we got about a minute and a half. How can people find you? Where are you located? Social media, all that jazz.
Yes, so find
She's
us on
the-
Facebook.
I love how you defer.
She's the
I
marketing
know,
person.
no. Find
She
us
is.
on Facebook, Drafting Table Brewing Company. Find us on Instagram, Drafting Table Beer, Twitter. Yeah,
Covered all the bases.
exactly.
Yep. Website, everything.
three.
Yep.
You have a MySpace?
We talked about this last
We
week.
missed that one.
Ignore him.
No, we don't.
What about a Pinterest?
Shut up.
Are you guys
I
pinning?
like Pinterest.
Hey,
You have a live journal?
I love
Live.
Pinterest.
You guys have a live journal
she
blog?
designed the tap room with Pinterest. I feel like.
Oh, really?
Oh, is that? Oh, she's
No,
mad.
with my own talent, I
Yeah,
did.
well,
I hope you enjoy the couch tonight. I hope you didn't burn it.
All right, really. So, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yes.
What about Tout? Are you guys on Tout?
Tout. Shut up, dude.
You guys don't know what Tout is?
No, I've never heard of Tout.
You don't know what Tout is?
No,
That's,
I don't know what Tout is.
Tout was Vine before Vine.
You know, what's your Vine? What's your no?
Do you have a Vine?
Dan.
Okay, we're getting started in that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's going to do it. We appreciate Drafting Table Brewing.
Thanks
coming
for
out.
having
They
us.
open tomorrow, Saturday.
Tomorrow.
For myself,
Get there.
Rob, Dan, and Ken, remember what you think of your beer.
You forgot
we
me too,
think,
jerk.
And Nick.
Dan,
And Nick.
Rob, and
And
Ken,
Nick.
and Nick. We think it's better on draft. 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 We think it's better.